Welcome everybody to the pre-show. Soon to be Patreon exclusive if TJ lets us do a Patreon. I don't know if that's gonna happen. TJ started talking Matt to me about Patreon, and I was like, I don't understand any of it. And I know we give you the pre-shows for free, but we got JJ a new chair. Do you want Marcos to have a new chair? Then we gotta do something for the Patreon. But
I don't get the thing. I'm just coming up with ideas for exclusive content.
I know you have so many ideas, and you're so excited to get these things going. And
well,
I'm
it's
just like,
no. It's someone has to be the doer. While you guys argue about like, if
I'm doing. I've already got a new episode of Adult Money coming. Well, the prologue is coming Saturday, and then the first episode is coming next week, which is very exciting stuff.
Just outside of that, based on what people want to see. If they want to see wrestling stuff, if
they want to see me play with old toys.
You want to play with old toys. If they want to see you play with old toys, that'll be on there as well.
Once they see my joy and the joy of others when I'm able to gift them the things that they want.
This reminds me of like when I was a kid and I would push other kids at like Peter Piper, like, get out of the way.
Right. Except I could just be like, no, don't do that. And then you have nowhere to put it. So who's really the Pied Piper pusher?
Wait, what?
What?
Peter Piper is like...
the pizza place.
Yeah, it's like our...
Toys. I know, but you're the Peter Piper pusher. Because you're pushing the kid, the bully, and then I'm the bullied. But if I say no, then I'm not bullied because I said no, stranger.
That doesn't work. That only works in Dora. So if you want to live in the fictional universe of Dora, of swiper no swiping,
it's too early for the topic.
I like my universe better, where you're a doozer and I'm just a Fraggle.
Oh, I could have been a Muppet. Oh shit. Well, I got my whole list.
No, you'd have been Jason Sudeikis or whatever.
You don't get to be a Muppet. There's only like 30 Muppets in those.
You can be a Muppet.
No, that's not how that one works.
Yeah, you totally can. Didn't one guy get turned into a Muppet in one of those movies?
I don't.
I'm sure.
That sounds horrifying.
No, it's How I Met Your Mother. The other Jason.
Segel.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, I got that right. Actually, I
don't know.
I didn't meet Jason Segel. I saw Jason Segel at the Apple store when I worked there. That motherfucker's 6'7". He's fucking giant, and I'm giant. He was like, what the fuck? And apparently he's like the smallest of his brothers. It's really ridiculous.
So are they all like pro wrestlers or something?
I don't know. Let me find out. I didn't say. Is it Jason Sudeikis?
It's not Sudeikis.
No, Jason. How I Met Your Mother. Jason Segel. That's right. I got the S's wrong.
Yeah, like
Jason
Mirror
Segel.
Reflection in the 2011 Muppets. Jason Segel. Joe Gio knows.
Oh, and while we were talking about the Mexican coalition, the El Tri is here today. The El Tri, if we will. What happened to Jay Briscoe in the meantime?
Oh, he passed away. Yeah.
But how is he important? Because I'd never heard of the guy.
Car crash, wrestler, tag team champion in ROH.
Yeah, he's a big indie guy. He was really important, and basically, like, he never got to a point of being like WWE or AEW famous, but he like everybody knows him in the wrestling community, and they're really sad about what happened this week. Mostly because he died so young. He was like a little bit younger than us, I think. Actually,
oh crap, that's not good. But like, it's just a name I'd never heard. But people were like, "Oh my god, this guy's fucking great. He's the best ever."
Well, I mean, anytime I think any celebrity dies younger than 35, it's pretty sad.
I got like 2 years. I got to figure it out.
That you want to die?
Yeah.
I don't. Okay.
I mean, if this doesn't succeed, I can. If I kill myself at 35, you guys take it on.
He was 38. I was wrong.
Ah, damn it! Oh, well, even more time. Sweet. All right, cool. All right, I need you guys' cooperation. But anyway, before we get into the topic, because the topic's actually really fun. I'm really excited about it. I actually have a pretty good list, and I think it's going to be very silly in the best way. I got to yell at TikTok, so it starts our new pre-show segment. Yelling at TikTok.
What
happened?
Yeah, they were in the car.
Oh
too.
no! What? I just did the setup, guys. Why you make me sad again? I got to redo the setup because I'm sad. And I got to think about his daughters next to you and be all
channel that anger.
I don't think it's anger. It's sadness.
I'm actually pretty angry. The thing about it is that
yeah, you've been going off today, and I'm just like
on what?
Do you want me to introduce it, or are you going to do it?
Well, no. I mean, I didn't think I was going off. I think I was within my means.
Even if you're well within your means, if you're playing Space Invaders with the comments, like you're like still
Space Invaders with the comments. I've never heard of that before. Hold on, I gotta add myself to my own TikTok real quick. I gotta log in with QR codes and whatnot. I was playing Pong. Okay, it was an equal back and
Pong
forth.
is 1 versus 1. This was you versus like 30 people.
I was playing Pac-Man, okay? There might have been 5 ghosts chasing me, and I'm over there collecting dots, all right? Here, oh my God, it won't go away.
What show is Sammy not angry? Más o menos, kind of. He's pretty chill.
Yeah. I'm not angry all the time. Don't you start making me the angry Mexican of this place.
I mean, you are the angriest Mexican of the
Well, you
three
guys
of us.
aren't very angry. That's the problem. I've only seen you mad once. We've talked about that ad nauseum. And then you, surprisingly, don't get really angry, except I've only seen you angry one time out of 7 years, coming up on 8 years. So, I mean, I guess
How
you're
many
right.
times have you been angry in those 8 years?
At what, though? And to what degree? Because, like, not all anger is created equal. Like, there's anger where I'm, like, actually mad, and then there's anger where it's like, this fucking phone won't work. Like, old man angry. I'm more old man angry than actual classic angry.
Old man yells at clouds.
Speaking of old men being angry at phones.
Oh, me or the racists?
Yeah.
Because, okay, so to give you guys some context, welcome to the new segment once again of Sammy Yells at TikTok. It's not a real segment. It's just that sometimes I have to come in here and yell at TikTok because they don't get it. Because we have a lovely show with a lovely audience. Look at the lovely audience right there. They're so wonderful. They watch our stuff. They get the context. They also know that we're very progressive, forward-thinking people for the most part. We don't have any real biases or anything. We joke occasionally, but like nothing really that's going to hold us back. But we put up a clip and we had talked about it at the beginning of what episode was it? It was
Just the compas when you came back.
the compas when I came back.
Hey, you did host a show.
There you go. Hurrah, hip hop hooray. And it was Tommy describing us. It's actually one of the first things in that show.
Yeah.
Was Tommy telling us about a Richard Pryor, Chevy Chase SNL sketch that was quite contentious, apparently, about slurs, if you will. So I'll show you guys the clip real quick, just so you can get the context of it. That way you're not completely removed from it. And then I can just scroll the comments, hopefully, on the app, and I can just kind of go over and respond to some of these because, like, the racists have found us again. First, Gen X found us, and they weren't racist. They were just complaining and weird.
I
When
don't
was the
know if
last time the
it's-
racists caught, like, they found us? I forgot.
I don't remember, but I don't know if these dudes are racist as much as just like old timey.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's old timey.
The angry old men found us with the cult thing.
Oh, the Gen X. That was the last time some racists found us.
Well, the Gen X, that's why I said they're complaining, kind of racist. They were like, you boys
No, I mean
soft.
definitely that one dude was racist.
Definitely that one. Yeah, that
Yeah.
one dude. Them boys soft. Like, who you calling boy? But no, there's elderly. That's fine. There's people that were like, wow, or making comment about the point, Chevy Chase being awful. And then there were the racists. And I'll find out the racists once you guys take a look at the clip real quick. Oh, no. What? Where's my audio? There it is.
Sketch?
No.
Let me try that again.
What? That's it. Oh, have you never seen the Richard Pryor Chevy Chase sketch?
No.
Oh my God! You know, holy f- this was on television, and there was actual contention
No difficulty with
in
the
this sketch. Oh, it was, yeah.
You're probably just a word association. I'll throw you out a few words. White, black, baby.
That's one.
He opened with that.
This was on NBC.
Bunny.
Pack a word.
Chucker.
White trash.
Bunny.
Hunky. Hey. Hunky, hunky.
What the hell?
Dead hunky.
Real sketch. Hear the crowd going wild. Apparently, he put a lot of extras on those.
Oh.
And that's what Richard Pryor didn't like.
There you go. King of the Compas, 1523. So, I mean, we're not devoid of humor. We understand that there's humor in that sketch, right? I was more surprised at the fact that they just went for it like that and elevated that quickly. And then to Tommy's credit, he actually did get the story of it right. Primarily, essentially, the premise behind that sketch was Lorne Michaels wanted Richard Pryor to be on the show. He said, okay, but let me bring on Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney, famous from Chappelle Show sketches, very prolific comedy writer. But Lorne Michaels put him through this really huge interview process where he was just going, digging him and grinding. So Paul Mooney was like, that was the easiest sketch I ever had to write. Just had to pretty much put the subtext of that conversation onto the page and we're good to go. So Paul Mooney wrote the article, wrote the thing, but Richard Pryor was upset that he had to go through that in the first place. Not only himself, but Paul Mooney. So Richard Pryor was a little bit irritated, and obviously Chevy Chase does not have a good history, as we know, with
But
people of
everyone
color.
has to get grinded down. That's the most famous thing about SNL is that you have to impress I forgot even the name of the guy. Do you know?
Lorne Michaels is the main guy.
Oh, then you have to impress him.
Right, and they knew that, but that doesn't make 70s Richard Pryor happy, Paul Mooney happy. So you can know that it exists, but once again, if Paul Mooney took away the subtext that was what was essentially his experience in it, which was word association slurs, they took a slight to it.
I mean,
right?
I don't know all the interviews. I think like Adam Sandler like did something really ridiculous when he walked into the office and he was like, "You got the job."
Right.
Some sort of slapsticky grabbing his nose type of like joke.
Right.
Like they all have to go through some sort of grind. That's the only thing that I'll say about that.
Right. But Richard Pryor being at the top of his game during that time probably thought, hey, I shouldn't have to be doing this. And Paul Mooney especially shouldn't have to be doing this. So point is, he was upset. Chevy Chase was like, "Oh, it's fine. We wrote the sketch together and there's no contention whatsoever. I was fine with it." But there he is saying hard slurs that I censored out a ton of them. So we look at the comments, right? Richard Pryor agreed to be on Saturday Night Live only if his friend Paul Mooney could write some of the sketches. This was one of the sketches he wrote. So everyone kind of got that right there. Chevy Chase is hated for many reasons. And then you start getting the old man comments, which is like, TV back then had no filter. It was great. SNL was so funny back then. I remember this sketch. I was so shocked by it. One guy was like, "I went to go see Blazing Saddles. Then that night, I saw this sketch." I go, "That is a wild fucking night." But then you start getting, okay, the bleeped out. Why did you bleep it? This is the racist, JJ. These are the ones that are like, bleeps out one side and not the other. And it was like a ton of those people, and all of them had pictures of themselves in their car with sunglasses on with a flag behind them. It was
Which flag? That's important.
American flag. Portugal for some reason. No. And they were all just like,
Just once, I want to see someone with like the Union Jack in the back.
just them thinking it was the Confederate flag. Oh, I think I got that wrong. What are they saying in the thing? Oh, hey fellas, what's up, Rakeen? But no, it's like, dude, get over it. Back when SNL was worth talking. So like, I'm not saying the old guys who are saying SNL was better. Everyone thinks SNL was the best when they were 12. That's fine. Everyone thinks that's the case. I think Will Ferrell's time or whatever, that era, the people after me thought the Lonely Island era was good. It's particularly the Pete Davidson era. He's one of the number one guys right now.
I thought it was the best when I was like 5, when it was
Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, right? But no, but you saw the movies. You weren't watching Saturday Night Live potentially when you were 5.
I didn't see the movies either.
You didn't watch like Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore.
I didn't see those until I was a teenager. I saw the first time I saw that movie was at JJ and Juan's house, Jesus's house.
But a lot of the comedy, I'm sure,
was watching both.
Well, that's the thing. I bet you a lot of your comedy reference though was based off of that style of humor from the bleed over from SNL to the movie pipeline. By the time you're a teenager,
honestly, like I didn't watch SNL because on Saturday nights at 10 o'clock I was asleep.
Right.
So from 5 to 16,
we talked about it. No MTV, no nothing.
Yeah. But so when I started watching it, it was just Comedy Central reruns.
Right.
It was I don't know why SNL was doing Conan O'Brien and SNL reruns when I was a teenager, and that's where I saw a lot of that stuff.
Right. And it's good stuff, but it's good stuff. The thing is that they were performing at a high caliber, and then the 70s one also performed at a high caliber, but some of the things outdated. I'm not gonna say, oh, this sketch is not funny, because it's not funny. It's the intended joke is there, right? It's the elevation and the escalation of slurs. But when somebody, looking like this, sorry to not. Don't attack this guy.
Cowards.
But he was just like, I wish. Why did they blur out both of the words? It's like, why did you bleep it? Why did you bleep it? So all I've been saying, playing Mr. Ping Pong over there, not Ping Pong, Space Invaders, I was just saying, tell me the words I should unbeep. And that's all I said. And if you heard the sketch, you can barely hear it because it is old audio, but like, say it. I asked everyone to say it and nobody said it. And so, people were saying, we have to bleep out what Chase said, but not Pryor's replies. And also, like, I had to look up what a peckerwood was. I had to look it up. And honky, if you're getting mad at being called a honky, you are soft as baby shit. I'm sorry. Do you think that white people get mad at honky?
They do.
Do they?
Yes.
Where?
Well, because there's some
like
people.
Still, I should say.
Yes. Still 100%. Because there is still people that are It's the worst thing you can call a white person, and it's not that bad.
It's really
because
not.
it's not the same. It's not on the same level as the N word. It's not on the same
As
level
any of the words. That's the real point.
Yeah,
that
it's
we're
not the
getting
same, but it's all like, think of a worse thing to call a white person right now, and I bet you can't.
There's not. Yeah, they don't have power. That's the thing. Well, that's the discussion, right?
Hang on, give me a second.
But like, there's no power to it because it's a not victimized. What's the word?
When it's a group of 3 or 4 black people facing a group of 3 or 4 white people, and that word comes up, it does when honky comes up, it does aggro people.
Right, but 400 years of slavery and all the.
I'm not saying
but I'm
it's
just
fair.
saying, but all the power dynamics that go on in this country.
Cracker,
in this-
saltine, see, like that.
Yeah, see, I can't even say the one that Rakeen put because it's banned on Twitch.
Oh, I just
Remember Hassan? No, you're fine. you didn't call anybody that,
Yeah.
but like that was the thing. Like that's banned on Twitch.
Yeah.
And if you say that Hassan got banned, and he got banned again for some reason. But like, I just want them to say it. I just want them to say. I want them to go to their place of work and say the joke. Be like, hey, let's do an interview word association. I'll start. Black, white, black, whatever.
Yeah.
And just, I want them to do it. That's all I want. Is that too much to ask?
I mean, I'm not one of those people, like, at the skit, like, obviously when we saw it for the first time, it was just kind of a shock value laugh.
Right.
But shock value laughs are funny to me once, kind of thing. So I won't see that skit again and laugh because it's only funny once. That's why I don't like most of the movies that came out when we were 13, 14. A dude fucking a pie is only funny once.
Right. And I still haven't seen that movie, but I'm going to see it and I'm going to be like, huh, he really was fucking that
4
pie.
sequels. There's an entire universe.
Oh my God. Maybe I live in that universe.
Well, I was actually talking to Nathan. It's because Nathan has run out of like Mission Impossible things, and then he was drunk on Monday last week, and he was talking about how, dude, should I just start a podcast where I just review all of the American Pie movie, like even the extras,
Yes.
like the naked, like the Naked Mile and stuff like that.
Like Bandcamp and
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, but you look at it like, say, like this is the comment. User blank blank 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9.
Didn't have
Before
the time.
everyone was crybaby pussies. Like
did they say pussies?
yes, they did right there.
I'm surprised they didn't get pulled.
No, they've been. That's the thing. TJ's been clipping them, but a lot of people are using the word. Pardon my French, pussies. I mean, look, I used to say that word all the time. Then you realize
do.
it doesn't lose, huh?
I do.
Oh, in the context of the actual thing, or do you call people pussies?
Both.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen you being that mean to anybody.
Yeah.
Never played me in Call of Duty.
Oh, that's
No, but like
oh,
we
man.
all
now
but,
that they
like,
have that chat, I get it.
Yeah, a bunch of pussies.
That's not one I use anymore because I don't know. For me, it's lost its power because like pussies use it. Honestly, no offense, JJ, but like the guys who are usually calling them that are like the biggest wusses. Like you're not a wuss. You don't. That's not your word of choice. I'm sure you could think of much more hateful things to say to somebody off the hip.
I don't know.
I'm not asking you to do it right
for
now.
one for white people.
I know.
We have spare time.
The only time that you can insult white people is if you like. The only thing that is more offensive than honky is if you can break them down to like their ethnicity. Like I.
Oh my God! Yeah,
Because I have. Yeah, that's why. It's like I've seen fights break out over the word.
Jesus Christ, guys, come on! You could have just been like specifics. We know the ones.
What I mean, I thought that was. I thought it was okay to say. You're not going to censor me like Chevy Chase. I'm just sorry. That's a bad joke.
I need to get. Where's my button? I'm working on getting buttons so we can have grabs. But really, this is a good way to just round it out real quick because I just want to let people know, stop being racist. It's things were better back then because black people couldn't say things. Now that they're saying things, Mexican people too, like me. When Mexican people say things and you say like,
They're not even in the room.
huh?
I was
Not
like,
this time.
No, I was like, there's a white person arguing with a black person. I don't even know, like, probably the first Mexican
Hispanic person on SNL,
On SNL
yeah.
might have been Emilio Estevez, for all I know.
Was he on SNL? Like, as a guest?
I just assume he was at some point.
Right, but that's the point, right? Is that like, oh, okay, well, at least like Paul Mooney wrote the sketch. So they're like,
Maybe
it's
Freddie
fine.
Prinze.
It's not fine. What's up?
Maybe Freddie Prinze.
The first one? Yeah. Was he on SNL like as a guest?
Well, he's just saying maybe. He did have a hit
Maybe.
show.
Right. So,
He could have been, he could have hosted one.
right. Thanks, Freddie Prinze, for being a trailblazer. But like, that's what I'm saying though, is that now that people can actually say things and be like, hey, maybe that's not so fucking cool. They're getting mad. And that's what frustrated me was they're just like, this guy right here pretty much sums it up though. life was better back then. It's like, no, it wasn't. Life sucked. Back then, it sucks now. Life always sucked. It was just better for you back then.
All right, hang on. I need to update my list real quick. Unrelated.
You can't the world I want to live in. 1970s America. That's a fictional. It was real technically.
I mean, gas was only like 76 cents.
It was also filled with lead. And you were very
that made
dumb.
it strong.
I don't think the January 6th people were very strong.
You breathe in lead, you lift lead, you get strong.
But yeah, like I bleeped black slurs, but not the white ones. And like not and like
Joe Gira is killing it. Freddie Prinze did host SNL
with music guest Spider-Man's Macy Gray. No, not Freddie Prinze Jr. Freddie Prinze, the first one, his dad. Still good though.
Yep.
I was like Macy Gray.
That's still really good.
Still very good.
Yeah.
I like that, Joe Gira. I like the oomph, the gumption that you're showing. But yeah, it's just the comments were just like the end of the sketch was the best part. You mean the part where he said the N-word? Like, that's what I mean.
Where you got the job, I think that's what it was.
We didn't show that part.
The end of the
That's
sketch.
technically the end of the sketch, but we didn't show that part.
Yeah.
Only Chevy's words bleeped. Amazing. God, it's just like that was the part that was irritating all of me. So I'll play Space Invaders sometimes, but I'm just saying.
This is the only time I've ever seen play Space. Most of our time, our comment section is pretty.
Yeah, it was just this time, and I had to be like, "You guys are dumb. Like, you guys are dumb." And I need to say this into the camera so that they know I can maybe pull this out and reply to one of these comments. No, it's not the point of the sketch. It's not the point of us highlighting it. You're dumb. You're racist. Stop it. Get out of our comment section. I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna say a bunch of white. I'm kidding. No, I'm not gonna censor.
We already
them.
went through a bunch of them.
Yeah, I got you.
I will censor.
Just edit
them.
that.
I'll censor them just so they can get off my fucking back, right? So that we can't say, which I didn't even know was that bad. The Polish one.
You didn't know it was that bad?
I mean, I thought that
was literally like I saw somebody say, "Hey, you're." I guess I can't say it. Hey, you're that, and then fist flew. Like it was on site.
Do we have an equivalent where it's on site like that? Like Beaner, if someone called me Beaner, I'd laugh. Wetback, I'd
Beaner,
laugh.
Greaser, Wetback.
Wetback, I'd get probably a little peeved.
Wetback is probably the only one that's kind of irritating. There's also like Spick is another one, but Spick has always just been like, you're just too lazy to say Hispanic.
You're shortening it.
Well, that one, I don't think is like, it's more of they think it would hurt me more, which I think bothers me a little bit. Because it don't bother me. Like the word, someone said that, it's like, oh, it doesn't bother me. But you think it would bother me, so I need to fuck you up.
I think that's it for what I know.
Ours are bad, but they're not like cutting, you know?
I think Wetback's probably the worst one, but that's just like, I don't know, the insinuation that you just crossed over kind of thing.
Right.
But the thing is, mojado.
Huh?
Is that?
Yeah.
But that's more like Mexicans being racist to Mexicans.
Yeah, I was like, I never got called that or heard of it. I'm on this side. I never treaded those waters. But yeah, someone said in the comment, rule number one about the internet, especially social media: people sink to their true colors when there ain't the threat of a punch. That is absolutely true. And you know what? I can't punch them, so the best I can do is
I just remembered another one, but I'm not gonna say it.
Well, you can tell me in the commercial break.
Oh, it's bad.
right. But
what letter does it start with?
M.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know one of ours. But yeah, like
with a darker skinned person.
Yes. There's real bad. But no, the best sketch ever.
One and all? We say that all the time.
No.
But
Shit,
yeah,
that's a last name.
but like, look at the type of guys that are like, look at that sunglasses, goatee guys, Joe Biden memes. Like, get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Did he make those memes?
I don't know.
Like I was saying, like, did you look at his liked videos or the videos that?
Oh, that was what he made. That was not.
Oh,
liked.
so it did. Oh, he took the time to edit. That's
what I'm saying. Like those, but it was just literally just like guy in sunglasses. I don't know who's. I think these are Edward sunglasses, but it's just guys in sunglasses, just like yeah. Dad hats is bullshit. I fucking hate them.
I wear dad hats all the time.
Yeah, but I don't hate you.
I just saying, like, don't hate the dad hat. Hate the dad.
Words to live by. Let's go ahead and get started with the show. I got done with my angry rant. I can't stand for racism in my comment section. So thank you all out there who are watching live. A good chunk of you are here. Thank you so much for being wonderful fucking fans and for not being toxic. We're trying to make sure this community is not as toxic at all, and that the leaders, who are you guys actually, the folks out there, the leaders of our fandom, if you will, are able to keep the peace and
The Mexcelantes.
Yeah, the Mexcellent, if you will. Because the thing is that they're like right, everybody watching right now. There's like 25, 30 of you. You guys are here, and everything that you are gets dispersed down there. So the better you guys are, the better everything gets, the further it gets away from us. So thank you for being on your best behavior. Thank you for loving us as much as you do. And thank you for being in our comment section, commenting, liking, subscribing, doing all the things. I really do appreciate it. But also just a reminder, we don't fuck with that shit. Don't be racist. Don't be sexist. Don't be homophobic. Don't be transphobic. Don't be afraid of shit. Be a man. Or a woman. I don't know. Or something in between. Anything in between. I don't care.
My cheese fries are ready.
Nice.
That means
jealous.
it's time to get started with the show. We'll be right back, guys. And you'll probably get an ad if it's in post. That's why you don't watch in post. Watch us every Tuesday and Thursday. Twitch.tv/the_excellence. But until then, we'll get back to it. Surprise! It's the Manscaped ad. Did you know, folks, that over 4 million people trust Manscaped for their nether regions and all the grooming stuff that they do with their body? Well, guess what? It's no longer just for the body. Now, I know some of the guys here that get the stuff, the Lawnmower 4.0, all that stuff, they have been misappropriating it with their face because there hasn't been a face razor that really could take care of the goods here. Look at this right there. So you know what? Manscaped said, you know what? We hear you. We want to respond to you. And they have delivered the Beard Hedger, the electric beard trimmer. Oh my goodness, we're going to be getting one of these real soon. But if you take a look right there, it's a premium beard sculpting machine with enough power and precision to craft your style in a single swipe. Now, the cool thing about it is it has this built-in little switch right there with 20 different lengths. It's the zoom wheel, they call it. But yeah, you want to go a little longer, you click it a few times and you go ahead and do it. You want a little shorter, you click it a few times and you knock it down a little bit more. I am super excited to try that because look at all this mane right here. I need to like taper it up on the side. So once I learn my notches, I'm gonna be like, boom, 3 or whatever the measurement is. Boom, 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 fade it up, make it a little bit longer, boom, 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 and get this all sculpted up. It's also waterproof. Now, I've used the Lawnmower 4.0. That thing is legit waterproof. 60-minute runtime, lithium-ion battery, 3-level LED charge indicator, includes the AC adapter, USB cable, the length setting comb, and the travel bag. And above all else, there is a whole Beard Hedger Pro Kit that some of us are going to be getting right away. Marcos, pay attention! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to switch over to you. This is usually your off time. But I want you to look at the Beard Hedger Pro Kit and Peak Hygiene Plan associated with it if you decide to opt in. They got the beard balm, the beard conditioner, the beard shampoo, the brush, the comb, the oil, the bombs, the travel bag again. And I will absolutely use every single one of this. The one that I'm looking for right there, hopefully I can get a zoom in on this real quick. Maybe I can't. So I'll just click the button next. Where is it? Right there. Right there. The beard oil. It's in a spray. I use the balm you massage in, but oils get on my hands. I don't like to feel oil on my hands. We talked about the lotion. Look at my ashy knuckles. But the spray right there, giving it a nice little oil coat. I am so excited to try this out. And you can try it out right now. They're sending them out. Just use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping using coupon code MEX20. Did you know that the Mexcellence is sponsored by them? Because we've been doing these ads a long time. And you have actually been using the coupon code. We do appreciate it. But this is one of those things where if you take 20% off of that price right there, it's going to be a wonderful time for everybody. So not only is your body right, but your face is right as well. And very soon, we are going to be giving away the Ultra Smooth package. I've been trying this out myself. It's nice. It's nice, but I'm gonna next time I do is gonna be a little bit before Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day is coming up. So if you want to make sure your goods are good for your partner, I would get the Ultra Smooth package, the Lawnmower 4.0, amongst other grooming essentials from Manscaped.com. And be sure to use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. Do it, like I said. Thank you for enjoying the ad. Now back to the regularly scheduled program. Or another ad. I haven't decided yet. We'll figure it out. Bye. Welcome, everybody, to the Sync Countdown. Season 4. Wait, 3. Wait, yeah, wait, nope. Season 1. Season 2, 75, 76, 77. Season 4. Welcome, everybody, to Season 4 of the Sync Countdown. I kept the original blue color right there because it was going to be purple, but I realized like half of our shows have purple coloring, so we're just going to, the Anime Excellence has some purple. The Color Show has purple. Adult Money has some purple. So we're going to keep this one blue. The Sync Countdown is forever and ultimately going to be blue. So welcome, everybody, to the Sync Countdown. I'm Sammy Gonzalez, a.k.a. The Excellence, and joining me on the other side, we have, I'll start with you in front of me.
Oh, I'm JJ.
Oh, it's JJ. Welcome, JJ, to the show. It's lovely having you here. I appreciate all that you do.
Which is nothing.
And that nothing means a lot to me. That's on the other side in the corner.
Hey, my name's Marco. My eyes are bugging me right now.
Oh,
Not
what
sure
happened?
Why. No, it's just contacts. Contacts are getting to that expiration date where it's just like, got to put on new ones soon.
Wait, you have like the ones that you reuse, you don't have the ones that you throw away?
No, the one days, I feel like that's a terrible waste of plastic.
I've seen people do it. I am too scared to get anything shoved in my eyes, even if I'm the one doing it. Like, that's literally why I don't have contacts. I don't need them particularly, but...
I was like, I don't think your vision's bad enough.
I have a real bad astigmatism, though. I can't see shit at night, so don't let me drive. But... What?
Sammy wants to live in the X-Men universe so Cyclops can fix his eyes.
I don't think Cyclops is an optometrist. I think he just blasts from the punch dimension. No, I'm trying to think who has like what Lord of the Rings, Elven eyes. Maybe they have a cure remedy.
I don't think they have a cure. And Naruto actually, they can give you their eyes.
Wait, what?
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, is it like a telepathy thing, or they like gift like the eyeballs and they shove them in?
That one.
Wait, what? Bro,
Yeah.
anime's weird, man. I'm never gonna be able to get into it. I don't think.
We can find the right anime. I know. I wouldn't recommend Naruto for you anyway.
It wasn't option 1 for the dude that lost the eye.
But the fact that that's like a viable option of just like, oh, here you go.
Well, eyes are really important in Naruto, bro.
No, but that's not how biology works.
I mean, biology is not how any of these magical
It
universes
does if
work.
you're a ninja. Ninjas can do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Ninjas can do so many things, I guess. But here's the thing. That is a world I don't want to live in. And the premise of this episode, our top 5 today, is top 5 worlds we want to live in. TV, video games, movie, any other worlds. We can even do books if you want to, if the book version is better than some of the movie iterations. But
I almost added a book.
I almost added a book too.
I might throw it in.
You know what? I used to say reading was for suckers, but I can't say that anymore. New Year's resolution. Can't say that. So if you have a book on there, I'm very excited for you. I went mostly TV and video games. One movie. So yeah, TV worlds. I like TV. Oh, I just thought of all the sitcoms, but no. We're going to avoid that. So essentially the premise here, though, the rules of this episode are going to be you get to live in the world, whatever fantasy world you want to live in, but the premise is you're just a normal, everyday, normal guy or girl.
You're the median. You're the normal person in that universe.
So you said in like My Hero Academia, everyone's a superhero, but then there's people that are just like basic superheroes.
Yeah, so like the average person in My Hero Academia has powers. Just the average person has shitty powers. So it's like I can float my spoon over to help me cook.
Okay.
But the average person does have powers, but not every. No one has the all might. Like can
Ultimate
fight, yeah,
powers. Like, well, yeah. I mean, he just is big and has the crazy eyes. So
he has a lot of powers. I don't want to explain that to you because that would definitely weird you out.
What's his weirdest power? Weird me out.
So basically, his power gets handed down from another hero, and you get every hero's power before then.
Oh, it's like a compounding hero.
Yes,
That's kind of terrifying.
yes, and then you also like live on through the next user. Kind of, you're a ghost.
Oh, so you're just absorbed in that whole spectrum of superpower or ball.
Yeah.
What's his weirdest superpower?
I mean, I think it would be Black Whip, probably. He can Spider-Man, basically.
Oh, that's just sounds like
energy.
he's OP as fuck.
Yeah. Oh yes, that's the whole point.
Oh, okay.
It's one OP versus character versus another OP character.
Well, you're not fucking All Might in this world, all right? You're Jimmy.
All for One is like an STD.
What is it? What is
All for one is the main character's power.
Oh, who's that?
All Might gave All for One to Deku.
Okay, the little green guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Does that happen early on?
Yes.
It's like episode 3.
Yeah, you need to eat his hair.
What did this say? They said that Ricardo said someone should dare Sammy. Like if he loses a bet, he has to either read Dune the novel or shave his beard into the handlebar mustache.
Oh, we've been trying. Sammy doesn't do bets. Yeah,
I don't have good luck and I don't have good decision making when it comes to bets. I'm very reckless.
Yeah.
But no, I don't do bets. And then he said the tape one has to be one of the weirder powers. Thanks, Tex. I will look for that on my own. But in this world,
There's one dude that's just the chicken.
what? It's like a sentient human chicken, but they're person
His head
in a
is
chicken's
just
body.
the chicken.
Oh, I accept that. That's not. I accept that.
Actually, there's an X-Men in the comic that's the worst parts of a chicken: fragile bones, can't fly, and has the face of a chicken. That's an X-Men, though.
That's awful. Tastes delicious. No, let's see. Chainsaw Man world, 35% of people die from devils. See, so you have to be careful with some of the worlds you choose. Like, I'm going to go on a limb saying nobody picked, like, Harry Potter world. You guys are big Harry Potter guys. No. Someone in the last show, on the sports show at the end, they were like, well, you go into Harry Potter world, boom. Apparently, everybody's transphobic, and then according to JJ, the banking system's all fucked up in the Harry Potter world. Like, one ingot is equal to, like, $35, he said.
Yeah, it's not worth a lot.
Right. And so Harry Potter bought a lot of chocolates and it pretty much took out his entire bank account. So a lot of qualms, a lot of bad things. DC universe, gods are real. People and cities are being blown up ad nauseum. MCU, I wanted to use Arishem coming from the sky and talking to people. That shot was just too hard to pull off. But at one point at the end of Eternals, Arishem just comes up. We're going to fuck you up. And then he just pieces out, and I would probably fucking die if I saw that. Like, I'd be like, I thought Thor was the one true god in this world. Apparently, there's other fucking things out there, so I don't know. But I'm going to start with this movie series that I haven't even seen a lot of them. I've seen like 2 of the 9 or 10 or 12 movies in the series, but I've seen enough of the physics to know that I want to live in this world. My number 5, I want to live in the Fast and Furious universe.
There's only 8 people that get cool that are cool in that universe.
No, they do. Well, that's the thing. There's only 8 people that are cool in that universe. But you said everyday normal person, right?
Yeah.
So in my head, they don't say that like Hobbs, Shaw, Vin Diesel, what's her name? Michelle Rodriguez. Any of those people are superhuman.
Like they definitely like the fact that they went from stealing VCRs to being agents of the U.S. government.
That's the thing, though. So that's the progression, right? They started like small time crooks, which means that if you work hard enough, do enough jobs or whatever, or if you know enough people, you can get to the point where you're strong enough. Like your upper limit is The Rock. Like I'm not saying I'm gonna be The Rock. But I'm saying the upper limit is that The Rock can kick a torpedo with his foot.
But the thing is, with these rules, is you're looking at the whole world.
Right.
And you're just going to be the person on the sidewalk that's like, oh man, they're driving fast.
Yeah.
Right. That's like, I'm not even participating in the car stuff. I'm talking about, I want to participate in the physics. Because like, The Rock and Vin Diesel, they like Godzilla themselves through fucking walls and doors and stuff, right? Things that should break bones and kill their asses. I'm saying that I'm about as big in terms of just height and size as The Rock, as Vin Diesel. If someone threw me through a wall in real life, I'd take some real fucking damage. But in this world, if someone were to throw me through a wall, I'd probably be hurt, but I'd probably be okay.
Jojira is the person that brought up the book that I was thinking of putting into it. But
Number
I haven't.
5, Dresden Files, where a normal person can be a badass.
It's basically like, not to explain too much of the magic, it's kind of like Doctor Strange, where Doctor Strange got his powers by reading a lot.
Right.
That's what happens in the Dresden Files.
Right. And if I work out enough, or if I do one thing enough.
I don't think they work out in
No, but
They've never shown them exercise. You never see how Dom became such a good driver.
Hey.
He was just born with it.
Hey, it could be the Coronas. I have seen them drinking Coronas, and that could be the superpower fuel that they use because they drink them after every mission.
I've seen plenty of people drive after drinking Coronas. It does not work that way.
In the real world, JJ. But I'm talking
there's
about
a lot of people who say the Last of Us universe. I don't know why you want to go there.
Like I said, we'll look into some of theirs a little later as we get further down. But like, what I'm saying is, car crashes happen in Fast and Furious. Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of them. So, the dangers are there. I would say maybe the fancy cars are more prevalent, but like I said, I might not even have access to them. I'm okay with that. I just want the physics and the ability to upgrade my skill set, like Bow Wow in the second one. His team, they were Tokyo drifting.
I was about to say that is a bad example. Bow Wow in the last movie is not, he's just on a computer.
Right. But his team.
He's been super demoted.
Right. But the thing is that he was Tokyo drifting, and then he was able to get a fucking car into space, like with backyard equipment. Like with a box of scraps. I want that leveling system is what I want. So yes, I'm a normal person, but the capacity to have not superpowers, but to have like humongous human feats. That's what I'm going for. So my number 5 is Fast and the Furious.
Okay.
Like
I thought it was funny when you were like the nice cars. I'm like, bro, we can go to the domain right now.
And maybe the occasional, if I can join a somewhat legal where the cops don't show up drag race, I'm okay with that too. So, hey, I'm trying to think outside the box.
Right there too. We can.
The cops will come and beat us up, JJ. In that world, the cops don't exist until it's time to go.
There's a legal track in Austin that we can go to.
That costs some money. I want a drag race. I want there to be like.
I mean, technically, it does cost money too. You're betting pink slips.
You're right, but I'd be much more confident.
You gave me a 5 second. You promised me a 5-second car. This ain't even a 5-minute car.
Was that Paul Walker?
No, that was
Vin Diesel.
That is an awful line.
Dude, I think the dialogue is. I have like a choice just based on like everyone talks like so snappy. Like that would be a fun place to live.
Wait, which one?
We gotta wait.
Oh, you gotta wait. Well, maybe I shouldn't worry about it. Paul Walker, rest in peace. JJ, what's your number 5 universe?
All right. I'm sorry, Keith, but I'm gonna let you down.
What do you say?
He wanted me to live in a Pokemon world. And
okay,
TJ said that.
Look at Pokemon.
I thought
World.
TJ was going to be on, so I didn't pick Pokemon.
Would you even want to pick Pokemon?
No.
Right, it's awful.
I want to pick one of the derivatives of Pokemon.
Oh, Digimon?
Pokemon Snap?
No.
Derivatives.
No. Yes. During the mighty Fox Kids era, there were many a derivative Pokemon. My favorite one out of all of them was fucking Metabots.
Metabots is
fucking Metabots.
Metabots is dope.
Metabots.
It doesn't. The economy isn't based on Metabots. Like you're just a child having fun.
Yeah.
Right. Because
just have a fucking robot that fights for you.
Because Pokemon would have been like a scandalous one because first of all, dragons exist and they're everywhere, right? All sorts of turmoil and fear. And then the other thing is that you have to catch a Pokemon that helps you make money. So
Screw that, I'm going to get trounced by a 10-year-old, like, every time.
Right. Yeah. And you pay for cash, so you were just losing a lot of money because every fight is a wager, it seems. So, yeah, Pokemon would be a stupid world to live in, but I don't remember a lot about Metabots.
Oh, I remember plenty.
Proceed.
Metabots row battle. There's
God damn it. Row battle?
Row battle.
I hate the internet.
They row battle. It's not really for money, although there is money in it. You can customize your Metabot. You can bet parts. That was kind of what they did in the show, but they don't go into it that much.
Right.
So you can switch out parts. Every Metabot has its own personality. Most of them, the majority, are subservient to humans.
Most of them?
Metabee, the protagonist, is the exception. He's got like a special medal.
This guy?
Yeah.
I mean, he's like the Pikachu. Remember first episode Pikachu wouldn't get in the ball? That's what.
Yeah, but if he would like shoot my face off, I would not want that to exist.
You survive.
It's not lethal to humans.
Yeah, it's not lethal rounds. He shoots like airsoft.
Oh. Okay, I didn't know that. That makes things a lot better.
The protagonist gets the kid that owns him gets shot by him multiple times an episode.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he doesn't listen to him.
So these are light battle robots.
You're right.
With personalities. They speak
general,
English?
Yeah.
I mean, in the dub, they do.
Okay.
Yeah,
I meant to say, like, do they speak to the owner?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, you can take their brains out. Their chip, the metal.
Uh-huh.
That's their brain. That's their processing unit or whatever. You can take it out, put it in your smartwatch.
Okay, right? I do remember that.
And then you could just push a button on your smartwatch, and it'll teleport the fucker next to you so you can row battle.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
There's teleportation in this world, too?
Yes.
Fuck.
And there is a magical, creepy old man that will appear every time you call out mutual combat.
Is he like the ref? Like the eternal
Yes.
ref?
He's
Oh,
Mr.
this guy. I know this guy.
He's Mr. Referee in every road battle that motherfucker appears.
Now, is he a robot also, or is he just a real
he's
dude?
just a dude. He's just doing it for love of the game. There's one episode where they challenge each other, like the kids challenge each other to a road battle.
Uh-huh.
And they're like waiting for the dude to show up because he's always like, then it's agreed. Metabots, road battle.
Right.
And he just doesn't show up. And they're like, huh, that's kind of weird. And then it cuts to him, and he's like trying to catch a bus. He's like, fuck, I'm late.
Oh my God. That's so stupid. Well, here's the thing. So in the universe, you're an everyday normal person. What's your job? What are you doing?
I could be doing the exact same shit, customer support for people's broken Metabots.
Oh, okay. So you would be Metabot customer service.
Right, but I would have grown up in the Metabot world. I would have had a Medbot.
It's basically like a Digimon. Like, I don't mean like Digimon. I mean like everyone had one kind
The
of thing.
Tamagotchi.
Yeah, and because it's, I think, and I may be wrong, it was almost specifically for kids. Like, it's not like Pokemon where adults have a career in Pokemon.
Right.
Like
Okay.
only kids play with Metabots.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
It was inspired, so the real life inspiration of Metabots, apart from, Pokemon kind of like being a derivative,
Yeah.
is in Japan there was RC cars that you raced on tracks, and exactly like Metabots, you could buy parts for them, swap them out, customize them, make them faster, swap out the gears, make them looser. It's in Yakuza. It was really popular in the 80s and early 90s, and that's kind of where like the guy came up with the idea for Metabots. It's just an expansion of that, like taking that same customize your tiny little race car,
Right.
only now it's robots that fight each other.
So after a certain age, you would just not have them. So you would.
You could still be into the hobby if you want to, but people are gonna be like, "Look at this fucking weirdo."
It's like being into yo-yos at 20.
Yeah,
And would you be the guy who's into yo-yos at 20?
probably. I mean, I want to make sure that these kids aren't, fucking joining the Phantom Thief and stealing other kids' Metabots.
Oh shit! Is that the bad guys? It's just other kids being bullies.
Yeah, they had their own Team Rocket, and they
God.
were adults.
Well, you know what? That sounds a lot less volatile than Pokemon, so I'll allow it. Marcos, you're number 5.
I feel like I stole yours kind of thing, but I did like briefly think about it. And I'm like, so my number 5 is just Street Fighter.
Damn it! That is my number 4.
Yeah.
So we can go into it coincidentally, but I'll let you start.
So I have no like idea that I would ever be a Street Fighter. It's just a more interesting world with more interesting UFC.
That's what I said. That was my premise. So, like, at any moment, I could be at the grocery store and see a dude shoot a fireball. And as it is, you can't hit any of the background characters.
Yeah.
So, into the rules of Street Fighter, you can't get hurt.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Well, if you're a normal everyday person, like you're on the boat and you're just like, yeah, you can't hit those guys.
I guess that's true. I didn't know it was a rule that you can't like hit.
Oh yeah, no, like they're not interactable. So like in any of them.
That's what you mean. I
Yeah.
thought like it was like an unspoken rule because I'm not the most knowledgeable of Street Fighter lore.
Yeah.
But I know damn sure you don't want to go into the Mortal Kombat universe. Where,
No.
I know damn sure you don't want to go into the King of Fighters universe where a god can appear once in a while. So
Soul Calibur, same thing.
Yeah.
Swords.
Yeah.
Most fighting universes suck, but like that was my number 4. Is because like, yeah, what if I'm that dude up there watching 2 guys fight on a dock and they're just shooting fireballs? There's a fucking Brazilian capoeira monster man fighting.
I forgot what movie it was, but like I think Blanca is fighting Honda, and then they just kind of stop. But like
That's the anime, yeah.
yeah. And then there's a dude that's just in the background. It's just like, oh, cool, like this Tuesday.
Right. Oh man, I don't. Let me see. Let's see. Roy Wood Jr. did a bit about Street Fighter and like how it's like the fucking most peaceful video game. He said. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, yeah, nobody ever dies, and except for Charlie, who keeps dying.
Right, but they also have cybernetics, so that means cybernetics exist in the deepest recesses
Tekken is
of
a
the
scary
world.
universe because of
Demons exist.
Demons exist, angels exist, and then like Heihachi has an
Owns
arm.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, because Roy Wood Jr. Let me see if I could find the bit here.
Because if Bison ever takes over the world, I just use Bison bucks. That's not that bad.
Right, Bison dollars. Yeah, like he doesn't seem to be like he wants to rule the world, but it's like mind control, and he doesn't really get past Eurasia. So like that's on the other side of the world. And there's an active Street Fighters trying to stop them. The U.S. military is pretty good. There's a guy named Guile who can shoot sonic booms from his fucking hand. That's pretty fucking tight. But yeah, no, Roy Wood Jr. had a bit. Let's see if I can find like the meat of it real quick.
There's no journey. There's no quest. There's no person. There's no princess to rescue in a castle. It's just two dudes at a fish market. Going, hey, I heard you was talking shit. Would you like to fight? Yes, I would. You want to come back tonight when it's closed? No, let's fight right now during normal business hours. Because that's the crazy shit about Street Fighter, is that if you never played Street Fighter, in the background, commerce is happening. It's people throwing fireballs at each other. And in the background, it's just people in a fish market. And then just behind them, yeah, let me get the catfish nuggets.
That was the epitome of why I wanted to do it. And like you said, more interesting UFC. You can watch a 320-pound sumo wrestler fly 30 yards into a man practicing yoga.
Well, it's kind of a world
That stretches.
That stretches.
Oh, that's who was fighting. It was Honda and Dawson. That's who it was.
Right.
And they just kind of like, whoa, something is happening.
Right.
They just break it off kind of thing.
Right.
But that's how civil the fighting is, to give it like credit to what he's saying.
And like, think about like Mike Tyson then also like becoming, like actual Mike Tyson becoming like the third in command for a dictator. Like, that is a fucking absurd. It's like Dennis Rodman being friends with Kim Jong-un, kind of. It's like, oh, that kind of exists. That's the worst that can happen? It's fine. We'll be okay. So, your number 5, my number 4, the Street Fighter universe. It's wonderful. And then the new game, I think you can become a Street Fighter, but like...
I mean, technically, you can always become a Street Fighter.
in any universe, technically.
But, like...
Go to Waffle House.
I don't want to be Dan, and I think even Dan in that universe would be leagues. It's just...
Oh, yeah,
like
he gets so much better.
Yeah, like us right now entering to train would be like fodder. Really, like... We're not fighting for golden gloves, which is amateur fighting.
Right,
We're not fighting for an actual championship belt, which I think... So Balrog definitely is a champion.
Yeah, he killed a guy in a ring. Yeah.
So yeah, no, we're not. We're never gonna get to that level.
These two jokers at the beginning. Just shirtless, white tee. My number 4, your number 5, Street Fighter. JJ, rounding back to you, your number 4.
All right, give me a second here. All right, so my last pick was Metabots, which is basically our world, but Metabots.
Right.
I have another pick that's somewhat similar. It's basically our world, but I live in the CN City.
CN City.
Yes.
What is that?
It is Cartoon Network's prime era.
Oh, I'm looking. I had to look up like what the hell CN City. No, they have the. There it is. It's gonna be a real small JPEG. Oh, not bad. Cartoon Network USA, the most animated place on earth. Is the backlot, right? Where they're like going in between shows.
Yeah. Oh. I'd have to move to Georgia, but there are worse things in the world.
Are they really in Georgia?
That's where Cartoon Network Studios was. Yeah.
Is it from because it's owned by Turner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What the fuck? So they were in like the mid rolls, right?
Yeah, it was the mid rolls.
Let me see if I can find.
It was
one.
the bumpers in between shows.
What was one of your favorite ones, if you can remember?
I just remember them like arguing about copy paper and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, it was always like real mundane stuff, but like
actually those were earlier. So the CN City was sort of a fully realized version of what they were doing when Cartoon Network was in the checkerboard era. There was one bumper they would play with like Droopy and Shaggy driving at night, just like in the city.
Yeah, I think I remember that one.
Doing the dialogue from Pulp Fiction.
Oh my god!
I remember that.
They were doing the dialogue from Pulp Fiction, but they were replacing stuff. Like instead of a quarter pounder, they were like, "What do they call pound puppies in France?"
There we go.
They don't call them pound puppies.
YouTube. That's right. I do remember that. It's right here. I pulled it up.
So it's basically our world, but the Hanna-Barbera cartoons exist. I can hang out with them. I can hang out with the Powerpuff Girls. I can hang out with Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Can they break out though into the rest of the world?
I mean, probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
they're just actors in this premise.
But
I don't know if they have powers, by the way.
right, that's what I'm saying. Like the Powerpuff Girls, if they're just acting, then they're not really powerful.
Yeah.
It'd be like living in the same world as Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I was about to say it would be like living in like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and you just getting high with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, I gotta watch this though.
Countries as it is here, except for little differences. Example. Okay. Know what they call pound puppies in Paris? They don't call them pound puppies. Nah, they don't have pounds in France. They have the metric system. Then what do they call them? They call them less puppies way out. No way. Yeah. So what do they call Smurfs in Spain? Like a Smurf is a Smurf.
They just call them Los Smurfs.
Los Smurfs. Yeah, and in Morocco mole is just called mole.
So you want to be in the back seat during those type of antics?
I want to go to Waffle House and see if the Powerpuff Girls break up like a fight between Fuzzy Lumpkins and Mojo Jojo.
See Lumpkins? The city of Townsville wouldn't be very fun to be in though, because it's always
No,
under
it gets
attack.
destroyed.
It's under attack.
There's a kaiju attack like every Wednesday.
Right. Oh, the Jetsons, maybe. Yeah, no, there's
that
still...
time when the boogeyman took over would actually be really terrifying.
Oh, that's right. Him, the literal devil, has crab claws at any given moment.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Also,
Yeah.
the mime sucked.
Which one was the mime? I forget that one.
The mime was a musical episode.
Oh fuck!
Like there was no.
Oh la 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 la. I started making the rounds on TikTok. I was like, I like this song. It's a very cute song. So this man, JJ, that's a very good one. If not very niche and specific, but don't worry, I have a very niche and specific one myself.
Yeah, that was my wild card pick. But I mean, it still fits into it's our world, but
right. Yeah, but you're the same guy now, but you have that just exists in the current world.
It's our world,
right?
but.
It's not going to break the new ground, but you're also can see the Powerpuff Girls flying if they decide to do a flyover somewhere at a special event. Essentially, you're just making cartoons real. So
I could hang out with Johnny Bravo. We could both pick up chicks.
He never picked up chicks though. He was very bad at it.
Right, exactly. So by contrast, I'd be great.
Start using the inverted rules. No. Solid number 4. Marcos, you're number 4.
Cowboy Bebop universe.
Why?
Really good pick. That was also on my list, but I have many.
Okay.
So I don't think I'll be a cool bounty hunter. Definitely don't think like I would even be able to I'd even be able to beat up a goon in that universe.
Would you be on a ship?
No, dude. I would be cool with just being like the trucker lady.
Yeah, so you would be on a ship.
Okay. So there
It's the ability to
ships.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the ability. Well, Earth is kind of really fucked up at that
Yeah,
point.
everyone
Okay.
lives off planet.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's just the ability to travel in between like planets and stuff. Like intergalactic travel would be really good.
Is there any universal like bad corporate entity?
I mean, it's like living
it's the
now.
mafia.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like living now, but in the future, where So right now, corporations spy on us all the time. They're poisoning us, and they kind of suck. It's like that, but with space travel.
But like,
It's like sometimes interdimensional gates break. Sometimes the police are really bad dicks that frame you for things. Like it's the modern world, but I can travel to Jupiter.
Well, Ganymede. But yeah.
well, because that's the thing. Because like people would say Star Wars, like antithetically, to be like, oh,
No, I don't want to be
universe.
choked. Magic doesn't exist in the Cowboy Bebop universe.
Right, because that's what I'm worried
It
about.
kind of does.
How?
Feng Shui. Feng Shui works in the Cowboy Bebop universe.
Feng Shui is just moving things, and then like it'll give you more
It's also
positive
predicting
energy.
the future.
Oh fuck!
She uses it.
People can kind of predict.
But
People can kind of
real world feng shui has superpowers in this world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real world Feng Shui, you get a tablet. If you learn how to read it, you can predict the future. It's essentially radar, so you can see like where people are inside buildings and stuff.
Okay.
It's
they're-
very broken.
Okay.
It's also most people are really bad at it. There's literally
Yeah.
a person that's telling a character the future of where something is, and just doesn't listen to him because they're like crazy homeless person. But I mean, like I said, I'm cool with just being a trucker or owning a shop. It's just like I don't need to be anything cool. It's just a matter of like the ability to travel in between planets.
But are there gangsters that are going to be hassling you at your shop? You know,
I mean, the show is about gangsters. If it wasn't about gangsters, it's just about Bob like working
right.
as a,
But the thing is, but then in essence, then you have more gangsters than you would say normal. That's a career path.
well,
you could
technically, like Edward never even comes face to face with a gangster.
Which one's Edward?
The girl with red hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she never has anything to do with it. Like, you don't have to, like, get involved. It's like, now, I don't have to deal crack.
The Italian mob exists in our world.
The organized crime is a real thing. Right. I don't have to do anything.
Right. I'm just saying.
I forgot there was a planet. I mean, not a planet. There's, like, a broken satellite, and all people do is get high and smoke and play chess on that.
That does sound pretty fun. To be honest. No, because my thing is like Star Wars universe, you have the Empire, right? At any given moment, and with all the new shows coming out, we know how shitty that can be for an individual.
Yeah, nothing is as powerful as a Death Star in the Cowboy Bebop universe.
Okay, because I don't know. That's one I do want. An anime I do want to watch. I do want to get because it's what 10 episodes, 20 episodes?
20, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like not a long time. So I do want to watch it eventually, and I hear nothing but great things about it. But
See, he wants to work in the casino planet. He just wants to deal cards.
Do you want to live in the Netflix Cowboy Bebop universe?
No.
John Cho exists. It's a fun time.
I mean,
I didn't know they kept it going in the comics.
Oh, they did?
That universe?
Yeah.
Or Cowboy Bebop, period.
The Netflix Cowboy
Oh,
Bebop.
really?
Oh.
Let's see.
Well, Julia's the bad guy, so I'm just kind of like, I'm out on that one.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what the major drawbacks are, because usually most sci-fi places
I mean,
do.
it's just as bad as it is now, kind of thing. Whereas, like I'm saying,
Yeah, it's a. So I had it on my list because for a while I was like, this is a dystopian future. This is a hopeful future. Cowboy Bebop's kind of a neutral future.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, no big Earth cataclysmic events.
well, they're
other than like maybe the Earth getting
meteors
kind
and
of
satellites fall on Earth all the time. That's about it.
But nobody lives on Earth. You said
No.
really? Like it's
not really. It's
not
a big
habitable.
junkyard.
Yeah.
I'll allow it, and I'll let the comments let me know if you fucked up, because I don't know.
See, Jajiro's like, I'm fine with the convenience. There's a lady there that just sells exotic animals. Like, it's like you don't have to do anything.
Sorry, before we get to our number 3, Ghost tab, Smurf universe. Everything is sweet except there's only one chick. Oh no, she might be her sister. I don't know how the lineage works in Smurf.
I mean,
She was created by Gargamel.
Wait, she was created by Gargamel?
Supposedly, yeah. I think she's an artificial Smurf.
I don't know how I feel about
I
it.
don't know why people want to live in the Billy and Mandy universe. People die there all the time. It's not talked about.
Right. I was going to bring up one universe that might be on your list. I'm not going to bring it up. But my number 3, is my dumbest one for sure. My number 3, let me see if I could find some clips to highlight it, because very much like yours, JJ, it's not like a show in particular. It's more of like a middle space. Let's see. There we go. So my number 3 is the world I want to live in is the world in the as seen on TV commercials. So
I've heard this before because everyone is clumsy and disorganized all the time.
Right. No, but I'm just a regular everyday person, right? Yeah. So like I'm living in this world. Well, yeah, right. Without a sham wow. So the idea that I discussed this with my brother. So the idea was that if you lived in the as seen on TV universe, you have to fail at something. But when you do fail at something inevitably, there's a remedy to that failure. So that was the kind of the catch-22, which is like, you will inevitably have all the shelves fall off in your fucking kitchen. You will eventually burn salmon. You will eventually, I don't know, not be able to wire your cables properly. But there will be a device eventually and fairly quickly that will be created to make sure that you are able to live a more prosperous life. So the caveat was, though, that day,
catastrophe will follow.
Right. The catastrophe, and then the catastrophe will follow you.
You will burn your rotisserie chicken, and you will shout onto the heavens, there has to be a better way. And then Ron Popeil will come in like the fucking Kool-Aid man and be like, well, here you go.
Right. But here's the one caveat, though, that makes it a little bit terrifying, but also once you learn the rules, it's like, okay, life will be okay. The day that the bad thing is going to happen, your life is in black and white. So if you wake up and the world is black and white, some part of that day is going to go horribly, horribly wrong. But by the end of that day or by the end of that week or the next day, you will have a remedy. So if like I fucking burn my eggs and that's the worst thing that happens, okay, I can live with that.
I believe in 4 to 6 weeks because that's how long shipping takes place.
Fuck, that's even so I'm kind of expanding upon it because like see, like, oh man, I dropped all my spaghetti and then burned my hand on the spaghetti. So I will have a tool in 4 to 6 weeks or plus shipping and handling, assuming I don't have to pay for it, that will be sent to my home to help me fix that problem. So like I just assuming that like what if I went to the doctor, I gotta go to the doctor on Friday and I wake up, it's black and white, I'm like, fuck, something horrible is gonna be at the doctor. I get cancer. Well, as seen on TV, there's a treatment for that. So ideally there is going to be a world where things go bad, and I know when they're gonna go bad, but inevitably there is a solution that already exists and will be sent to me in a short period of time.
One other flaw that I see with this universe: you will be constantly robbed.
Wait, which thing deals with theft? As seen on TV item.
Any light.
Oh, you're talking about my social security card? Fuck.
Haven't you seen the commercials where they're selling like a fucking mag light, but it's only like the size of a quarter or whatever? And they're like, this light is super bright. Check it out. It'll scare off thieves.
Oh, no. But those are also seeing in the forest for the woods. So maybe I'm in the forest in the woods and I can't see. And that's the worst that can happen, you know? You're not always getting robbed just because they add that element of robbery and fear.
They're always getting robbed.
It's
always the same house.
For the military guys. And one of those things though, let's say someone robs my house, I'll get ADT because that's or like a security system that'll be installed in my house, and then that'll prevent the next logical thing. So like that's the thing. I'm just compounding solutions to my problems, but I am having a lot of problems that are causing me a lot of failure. So I already have enough problems in my own life, but the fact that if I had a guaranteed solution, shit, I'd be fucking on tier 9. If I want my boobs to be bigger because I get that one thing, or my chesticles are showing too much and I get boob tape, sure.
Oh, the tit kerchief or whatever?
I think that's what this is, yeah.
I never even heard of that one.
Yeah,
it's the fake like little piece of fabric that.
Okay.
Yeah, it keeps things from slipping. You haven't seen those NC on TV commercials?
I didn't see that one. No.
There was it the titty bear?
Remember the eggs? I remember the ShamWow.
The eggs that someone's pouring directly into the fire. Look at that. Nobody knows how to crack a fucking egg. But you know what? If I fuck up one egg and that is my gray day of the week, and then I just figure out how to cook eggs in the other way.
I mean, 4 to 6 weeks is a long time, bro. Like, you could still get robbed. Like,
so then does the rule go from once a week to once a month? Because if I have to wait 4 to 6 weeks, that's unfair.
I mean, it's kind of funny that all your problems are solved by buying shit. So
no, I'm not buying it. It's just sent to me. Nobody's ever purchasing these things.
But I thought you have to buy.
They request our world to buy, but in their world, they just get it. There's no real currency in this world. They just get items.
I don't know how that would work, but that's fine.
Yeah. Look at it. She got eggshells in her thing. So one of these times I'm going to eat a fucking muffin with an eggshell. But it's never going to happen again. So if I live from childhood to adulthood, there's very few problems that I'll be running into, unless it's like ID fraud or something like that. So hopefully I don't run into that. But that's my number 3.
Well, yeah, just don't put your social security number on the back of a fucking truck.
I won't. I can promise you I'm a normal guy. I won't do that. But I will have brownies that are all corners, and I'm very excited for that. But that's my number 3. I want to be on the As Seen on TV universe. JJ, what is your number 3?
My number 3. All right. This is going to be kind of maybe a hot take. I want to live in the Witcher universe.
Ooh, that is very big hot take.
That's fucking terrifying.
Yes.
Why would you do that?
I want to bang an elf.
There's a lot of ways you can bang an elf, though.
All right, fine. I want to live in the Bright universe. I want to bang an elf.
Why is that so specifically the thing you want to do?
I mean, they're supposed to be really pretty.
Yeah.
Unless it's the Skyrim universe, and then they're really horrifying.
Yeah. That's why I picked those two.
Hold on. He said fairy? No, elf. Elf. Look, Skyrim is fucking terrible. Wait, that's the only reason why you want to do that?
No, he said not Skyrim.
Okay,
in
not
Skyrim. The elves are terrible.
I'm sorry, not Skyrim.
Bright.
Witcher.
Yeah.
Well, you said Witcher, but Witcher, I do know the world. There's like werewolves and other spooky shit. And Is it common for
bang elves at
normals? They're making JJ down bad. Hey, look, if he wants to up his echelon of attractive women in his world, that is by all means his prerogative.
They live to be like 200 and they still look 20, bro. Like,
hold on, no, but like if they're 200 years old, they're no better to not get with a normal human.
a 200-year-old human? That's necrophilia, sir, and I'm not into that.
No, not 200-year-old human. A 200-year-old elf would be like, I don't want to get with this teenager of a 50-year-old because they're going to seem super young, equivalent.
You can bang elves your age, but
Yeah.
I do think that Jojo is right. The D&D would probably be the way to go, but D&D also has like terrifying things.
Yeah, there's still like monsters. Like either way, monsters are gonna get me. I'm not saying I'm gonna last
about-
long in this world.
what
I'm
about
just
Lord of
saying
the
I'm
Rings
gonna
universe?
last long. The elves don't like humans. Like that's the one. Liv Tyler's like the lone exception.
Right. I'm just trying to find examples of Witcher elves. Not bad. This is the only one. She elf in Novigrad. They just look like regular women. Am I missing an example that you're specifically vying for? Oh, you said Bright too, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
JJ
movie.
gets here and I want Triss.
But you can't make claims. They're not. Jen and Triss are not
Goliath-
going to fuck anybody.
Goliath
in our world.
might.
Goliath might have an opportunity to do
Yeah,
that.
Goliath is-
fucks. Goliath fucks. Let's see here. Bright Wiki. Okay.
Oh, movie Lord of the
see, no,
Rings,
I
yes.
can't
Book
do
Lord of the
this.
Rings, no. Ah.
Movie Lord of the Rings. Elves. I don't know, but like I don't know. That's not anything more attractive than regular
you can't
woman.
get-
She's the only elf I can see. It just looks like a regular woman with pointy ears.
Yeah. So, don't kink shame me.
I'm not. I'm not kink shaming you. I'm just wondering what the appeal is.
Search for female
I'm banging
elves.
elves. What?
Search for female elves in the Harry
I
Potter
don't
universe.
get what's so hard to grasp.
I'm saying that you could probably just ask a lady to wear the pointy ears.
It's not the same. Those are natural. Do you like fake titties? I mean, yes, everyone
I was
does.
about to say, don't put me on the spot like that.
But would you prefer them to be natural? Everyone has a preference.
Let's see, elves, Harry Potter. Oh no, those are those guys.
I want to
Nope.
bang an alien in Star Trek, so I understand JJ.
Yeah, that's also on my list later down the line.
Oh my god.
I also want to clap alien cheeks.
Well, at least Star Trek, it's mostly peaceful. We'll get to that in a little bit. I don't know, JJ. I'm just trying to figure out, like, can and do usually humans fuck elves in the Bright? Oh, the Bright seems more realistic because they're all unified, right?
I
In that
never
world.
saw Bright.
I never saw Bright, but it's like fairies and orcs and stuff all living in a city. So that's more plausible. But like Witcher, that seems like a tall task, is what I'm saying. I don't think a bread maker is going to be fucking an elf anytime in their life.
Brothels.
Marcos, what is your number 3?
So number 3 is also my most horrifying choice, honestly. And it's Gundam.
Ooh. Okay, so you do have military experience.
Yeah, the average person is flying a gun. Well, not a Gundam. I would probably have to be on the side of Zion, which is bad because they're racist. But they all get Zakus. Like the idea of
At
being
the
in
very
Gundam-
least, you'd get a Zaku.
Yes, at the very least, I would get a Zaku, which also kind of look cooler than Gundams. The only thing is, like, whenever you shoot a Gundam, it's like, well, it's doing nothing.
Right. And Zakus are made of actual peanut butter. They just melt very easily. No, dude. But you'd probably die by the hand of a Gundam if you were to do that.
Oh,
though.
for sure. But I
Do
would get
Zakus
to fly.
fight? Do Zakus fight anything else other than Gundams?
So it's only in the initial Gundam, the initial Gundam thing, because it's an arms race of technology.
Right.
So it's only in the initial one where it's like they're basically fodder. After that, it gets kind of 50-50.
Between
Like
the
Gundam
Zakus and the
0080, 0083, like it could go either way.
Right. Because then that one shows up and they're like, oh, fuck.
Well, that's from the first anime. That's
Right.
that's Char's Gundam.
Right.
I mean Char's Zaku.
Right. But like, is that your goal though? You're enlisting and you're just like, I'm gonna fucking fight.
I mean, everyone. You don't have a choice.
Is it that?
It's literally space versus Earth. You do not have a choice.
So
You
you'd
can
be in
live a
space.
normal life in the colonies.
I mean,
Yeah.
If you're, there's a 50% chance of that. You live on Earth and you join Zion and you hate space and you're racist, or you live in Zion and I mean, I guess if you live in the colonies, only like 5% of people get to fight because it's like only a handful of people get chosen to be Gundam pilots.
Right. And that's the thing. I haven't seen Gundam in so long. I forgot like the class system that
I
goes on
haven't
there.
seen all of like Gundam because it's still going.
There's like
the
like
war is still going.
Right.
There's World War.
There's multiple Gundam verses.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, there's different timelines.
Okay, timelines. Okay.
Well, I mean, they don't intertwine, so it's basically a multiverse.
Right. But like
I, for one, would pick the G Gundam verse.
G Gundam. Which one was that one?
That's the one where everyone fights on Earth to determine who will govern.
Is that the one with the Mexican?
Yes.
What do they call it? The Tequila Gundam?
Yes.
Look at that guy. Look at how pretty he is.
I will
It's
say
like having Street Fighter, only whoever wins the tournament gets to rule.
so. When I say Gundam is
I'm okay with
Bang
that.
an elf.
so when I say Gundam is horrifying, you should probably look up the Alita slap.
Alita slap?
Yeah, like if you look it up on YouTube, it's like an 8-second clip.
A Gundam. Oh shit! Sorry. Every slap punch hit from Zeta Gundam.
No, that's not it. It's I think it's the third clip.
This one. This is how you slap a Mobile Suit Gundam. This one.
I think that's it. That might be it.
It's how long is it? 34 seconds. We are gonna get copyright stricken. Let me see. Let me see if I can just cut to that part real quick.
I mean, when I put it in Alita slap, it came in real quick.
How do you spell it?
Alita.
Yeah, that's what I look. Alita Gundam Bright slap.
Yeah.
This one right here. Any of these?
Let me see.
There's a lot of slapping going on in Gundam that I'm checking out right now. Well, there was that one time I know in Gundam where what was the guy, the main guy, Hero? Yeah, where he was like, she's like, come to my party this weekend. He's like, shh, whispers in the ear, I'll kill you, and then just walks away. So, I mean, if you're dealing with guys like that, then that's a pretty terrifying.
Well,
universe.
yeah, that's Gundam Wing, which is like an alternative, like
Yeah, different timeline.
Wait, Gundam Wing is a different timeline than the rest of them?
yes.
But that's like the most fun and the only one I know. Therefore, the prime one.
Well, it's fun until you remember. Oh, they edited it. That's what's wrong with that clip.
What happened? So essentially, what happens in the clip?
That they use the Gundam to end someone's life. Oh, it's Gundam War Crimes.
Is that what the name of the clip is?
Yeah.
It's a meme? Oh, shit. Oh, yep. You can just look at the... Boom. Yep, that shouldn't get us copyrighted. Good God.
Yeah, like I said, it's a horrifying universe. That doesn't even count, like, getting blown out of your spacesuit and slowly... Well, not
Just
slowly.
like floating in space.
Yeah.
But that's your goal, is enlist to fly a Zaku.
I mean, if you have to fight...
You've enlisted.
If you have to fight in a war, what's cooler
But there
than a
was
space
foot
war?
soldiers, though, in that war.
They're not.
I'll tell you what's cooler than Space War.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Well,
was just going to say Bang Enough again.
well, we're not going to do any of that right now, JJ. We're going to take a quick commercial break, catch our breath. We've already done the ad already, so we'll just take a quick breather, refill our refreshments, and we'll be right back with our top two. Tell your friends during the break, in the meantime, to come watch the conclusion of our top 5 worlds we want to live in. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. Now we're on to our top 2 of the Scene Countdown. Top 5 worlds we want to live in. Number 2 for me. This one sounds dangerous, but here's the thing. It's a children's show. There are mechanized robots. I'm going mechanized robots again. I'm never going to pilot them, but I sure as shit get to watch them fight outside of the town. My number 2 is Power Rangers. I want to live in the Power Rangers world, okay? First of all, what? You look at me crazy.
There's only 5 people out of 7 billion that get to be a Power Ranger.
So here's the thing.
You have to be a teenager with attitude.
Right. So I think the Power Rangers are in California because it looks very Southern California.
It is California.
So when I'm a teenager, depending on when it's, whatever the timeline is, at any given moment, I had that little gap from 13 to 19 that I could have been a Power Ranger statistically. Let's say because Zordon was in the mountains. So he was only in California.
Bro,
so,
you weren't allowed to watch The Simpsons. You did not have attitude.
In this world, I don't know if The Simpsons existed. There's no references. So
Can we find a Simpsons reference?
if you can find a Simpsons reference, this whole goes
Probably in the commercials, they were on the same channel.
But essentially, I am in this universe with a very small but more likely chance to be a teenager with attitude. But let's say I don't even get that opportunity. That's fine.
I mean, you're living in the same state as NWA.
NWA.
NWA, the
Oh.
rap
Yeah.
in the 90s.
With attitude.
Yeah.
They would probably be powerless.
They were teenagers, though.
I mean, there's somebody that's a fan of NWA in 1995.
Okay, look. Zordon had a lot of children in Los Angeles area code to figure out who his teenagers with attitudes were. I'm not trying to be a Power Ranger, though. I am, however, trying to look off on like my rooftop at home. Fucking kaiju battles where nobody fucking dies. It's always on the outskirts of town. The buildings that they're hitting are always empty warehouses. Does commerce get disrupted a little bit? Yeah. But you know what? It, one, lets me know that extraterrestrials exist. Two, sweet, sweet fucking kaiju battles. And three, they never are really on the ropes for too long. So it's not like the MCU where the like Thanos snaps away half your family for 5 years and you just have to fucking live with it. There's an element of like, oh, the Power Rangers are always going to save the day. And it's been like 30 years and they've done so every time. There's never been a dark ending to any of the Power Rangers, to my understanding, other than in real life. But we're not talking in real life. We're talking about...
I know in one of the later seasons, like in space or something, they kill off Zordon.
Zordon sacrifices himself so that all the evil in the universe can go away. And what is it? Rita Repulsa and Zed just become like a regular looking white
They
couple.
just become people.
That sounds awesome. So at some point, peace is unified. But then where does the Power Ranger power come from if it's not from Zordon? Because Zordon is part of a race.
I don't know how they kept it going.
Right,
That was the last episode I ever watched.
I mean,
I watched it high because I think it came out when I was 15.
I don't know how they explained like the transition to Turbo, because my understanding was that Zeo Rangers were like the most powerful.
Right. Is that the regular
then they
human
go to-
Rita?
Yeah, that's the human Rita.
Hey, human Rita's kind of not bad. Wait, is that Zed?
That is human Zed.
Oh my god.
I told you they just become average white people in the 90s. And
Hey, look, but that's what I'm saying though. There is a solution to the,
yeah, but
to the
Zordon has to
craziness.
kill himself, and he doesn't do that for like 10 shows.
I don't need Zordon. Zordon is not a huge part of this. Unless I'm the teenager with attitude, Zordon might as well not fucking exist to me. Rita does exist because on the news they would have given her the name Rita Repulsa. Zed would have probably scared the shit out of me knowing there's an actual demon in real life. But the fact that I
Goldar.
also know Goldar, Power Rangers, I'm a lion guy, that would terrify me. But the fact that like after like the 8th or
Also,
9th
Play-Doh
time,
would have brainwashed you.
who?
Play-Doh would have brainwashed you.
The putties or Ivan Ooze?
Ivan Ooze.
Oh, Ivan, that's fine. I would have been one of the kids drinking that purple drink. That would have been just one traumatic experience as a child. I would have been fine.
Just one.
You would have been going. You would have been making your way to a suicide hole.
Yeah, it would have been fine. I could get over that. I went through COVID.
That is just one of many suicide holes.
No, look at
I don't want to live in the same world as Alpha.
hey, he's Hispanic. That's the one Hispanic Power Ranger consistently. So
He does look. His head does look like a sombrero.
he does a little bit, and he does, you know, I, for all its intents and purposes, is a Mexican phrase. So I don't see there's really any loss. Small percentage, I'm a Power Ranger, even though there are more attitudinal teenagers than I. Cool kaiju fights off in the distance. Real life superheroes. Bad guys exist, but the superheroes always win. And at one point, a demigod sacrifices himself, and there's no more pain and suffering in the universe. I'm okay with that. That's a pretty sweet deal. Thank you for strengthening my number two. My number two, go Power Ranger universe. JJ, what is your number two?
All right, so someone mentioned Star Trek,
Okay.
but I don't like Star Trek that much.
It's boring.
Nah, I like it enough, but it was never my thing.
Right.
Like the TV channels we had back home never really showed Star Trek, so I never got into it until like later on in life.
Sure.
With that said, there is a show that is almost a spiritual successor to Star Trek, and it comes from the most unlikely of places. Seth MacFarlane. I want to live in the Orville.
The Orville. I heard that's actually really
I
good.
thought you were gonna go Babylon 5 for some reason.
No, the Orville is really good. It is classic Star Trek, only, you know, modernized, like made today.
Right.
It's, you know, a little more jokey, a little more humorous than like classic Star Trek was.
Right.
But it's been better than the majority of official Star Trek content that's come out.
Yeah, I've heard that. That's not like I'm not even like trying to condemn this at all. I heard it's really good.
Also, I get to bang an alien.
What does the alien look like that you want to bang?
It doesn't matter. I just want to bang an alien.
I don't even
JJ, I feel like
remember.
I have like an experience I could pay a nice lady to do for you.
To Vegas.
To Vegas we go.
I'll pay extra if they're in costume.
Hey, wait, ILM, can you do this job for us?
What was I gonna say? So someone explained to me that the Orville was basically a parody. Like they were trying to make fun of Star Trek. And then somewhere around season 3, they were like, "Well, now we're just doing Star Trek."
Right, and then it got canceled after season 3. Apparently, that's what I'm looking
It's
up
on
right
Hulu.
now. Yeah, no, but like 36 episodes, 3 seasons. But no, I've only heard nothing but good things about it, which is strange. I didn't know it was canceled.
I thought it was still going.
Yeah, I thought it was still going. They just renamed it. Like they added a subtitle to the show. It's like
The New Horizons.
Yeah, New Horizons.
Let me see. Anyway,
Because Hulu picked it up. I know it was on Fox for
Ever.
2 seasons, but they kept moving it around and stuff. And then I just never heard anything about it after like season 2.
yeah, because it got taken off of Fox after season 2. Season 3 began on June 2nd, 2022, titled The Orville: New Horizons. So I don't know if it's canceled, but it looked like it was from Hulu, because I think there was an article that said that. So you want to live in classic Trek with Seth MacFarlane, modern isms, everything seems to be pretty straightforward, a little more jokey, seems to be a little more safe, and you get to bang an alien.
Yes, potentially. Yes.
Potentially.
Star Trek is already kind of safe as long as you don't run into
Star
Khan
Trek-
or the Borg.
Yeah, because everything's perfect in Star Wars, or
Yeah,
ideal.
Star Trek is like an idealized version of the future. This has a little more grit to it, which I like. It's a little more real.
Okay.
It's the positive future the positive future universe that I chose.
There you go. I don't have any future universes, so...
Oh, well, in that case, Back to the Future 2.
Wait, is that another one, or is that honorable mention?
That's honorable mention.
By the way, first time chatter, Xtina Uchiha.
Uchiha.
Christina
Yeah.
Uchiha.
She's a
Thank you for the
Naruto fan.
bits. Oh my, is that what it is?
Uchiha is our, yeah.
Well, there you go. Thank you for first time chatter and donator of bits. So I wanted to shout them out. Welcome to the Mexcellence, and as Maggie put in, hot aliens love JJ. So you're HALJJ. That's like your new rap name. Marcos, what's your number 2? That was a terrible joke. I'm getting out of it.
So I don't know if you've seen this movie. It might be lost on you. So the whole idea is that you are an everyman. You're an everyman. In this universe, every man can be powerful. It's the Shaolin soccer universe.
Oh my God, Marcos. Wait, so how do you get powerful? Is it just training?
Train. That's all it is. Like, he literally starts the movie out by saying that it's like, man, look at all these people, these idiots that don't know kung fu. That lady that's struggling to park her car, if she knew this technique, she would just push it into place. Look at that person that's sucking at, like, shearing those bushes. If he knew this sword technique, and by the end of the movie, because everyone falls in love with soccer, like, everybody is doing powerful soccer techniques.
So would you apply those to soccer techniques, or where would you apply these superpowers?
I mean, like he said, it has everyday uses. Do you know how to parallel park? I'm very shitty at it. If I knew how to do that ox pushing technique, I would just park my car and then push it into place.
So you want ancient Shaolin techniques for your most everyday personal needs. You just want accessibility into that.
I know it's not connected to the Shaolin soccer movie, but there's definitely a movie, and I don't know the name because I just saw the clip randomly one time on Facebook where they use like Shaolin techniques to cook.
I think I've seen that actually. I think I have seen that, yeah. So you essentially want to live in like a Chinese Shaolin movie. You don't have to be this one. It could just be any of them.
Well,
because
now that in most like if you're not Jackie Chan, you're just getting your ass kicked.
You have to go through 36 chambers of Shaolin.
Okay.
And then return to them eventually. Here, you just, like, learn.
Yeah, you train, you awaken your chi, and then, because it literally is in the space between him winning the soccer tournament and him getting a deal with Adidas that like everybody is doing Shaolin like kung fu on the side.
Dude, I need to watch this movie. Apparently my dad watched it and loved it. So
What? Your dad watches it? Your dad's cool.
my dad likes stupid kung fu. Like he said, he'll watch any movie of any ethnicity as long as it's stupid, has a lot of kung fu or fighting, or attractive women, and not even like scantily clad, just attractive. Why do you think that The Fifth Element's one of his favorite movies, if not his favorite movie?
I think The Fifth Element is kind of like you either love it or you hate it, and I'm on
Right.
the love it camp.
Oh
so.
yeah, he loves it. He thinks it's like it's got Bruce Willis, it's got a hot girl that's half naked half the time, it's got cigarettes, it's got space, it's got a weird singing blue lady. Shaolin soccer, got kung fu, got soccer, got fighting people, got, like I said, techniques that you can learn in everyday life. What's not to like? So I need to watch it. I'll put that on the list. Is it on anything? Shaolin soccer?
I don't know. It was on Netflix for the longest time, but Netflix pulls and adds things, and it's not very popular. On top of it, I think Hex Texan brought up Kung Pao. Kung Pao is almost 100% always on Netflix.
Kung Pao, is that the comedy one?
Yeah. They're both comedy movies.
Well,
honestly.
that's the American one, right? With the weird guy.
Well, no, they're both made in China. They're both like Chinese. They're both made by Stephen Chow. Shaolin Soccer. It's Shaolin Soccer, Kung Pao. Then he made like K98, and then he owes the Chinese mob money and just kind of disappeared.
No, you're confusing Kung Pao with.
Kung Pao is this one.
I'm thinking.
My dad,
of
I would not like this
Kung
one.
Fu Hustle.
Kung Fu, my dad loves Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah.
My dad thought that movie was the shit. No, Kung Pao Enter the Fist. I think he watched like chunks of it because I think I was like a teenager when he was trying to watch it. And he was like, this is weird.
I saw that movie in the theater alone with JJ and Edward, and we laughed our asses off.
I'm sure you guys did. No,
We still were. When Fourth Tap was open, like I would always buy random, like give a free beer kind of thing.
Right.
One of them, and the staff loved it, but it was if you can quote Kung Pao, you get a free beer.
I couldn't even know
tiger.
I was like, I was trying to think of the even lines in that movie to even quote.
Chicken go cluck cluck, cow go moo.
Piggy go oink oink. How about you?
Yes, these are that movie.
Watch out for the song about big butts.
He plays it. And then he kicks your ass.
It's so stupid. I'm just like,
That movie is for free on YouTube.
fuck it, I'm watching it again. No, I watched that one more recently. I watched that within the last couple of years. I was like, I need to watch this, and because my sister watched it.
I quoted it when I came in
today.
Yes.
What did you say? I gotta pay attention to movies more. No, because that's very much a background movie, or I can just put it on. I look over, something crazy is happening, and I'm enjoying myself. But no, like my sister watched it one time, having not seen it. She goes, "How's Dad never seen this?" And apparently she showed him, and he fucking loved it. So I think he watched Triple R too. So I'm like, he's even ahead of me on that. So I need to watch that because it doesn't matter if it's got crazy action and fun antics. That's fine. So you want to live Shaolin Soccer World? That's your number 2.
My number 2.
Well, my number one is damn near flawless. Because what are they saying here?
My ass.
Wait, where are you guys reading this from?
What do you get when you cross an owl with a bungee cord? My ass.
Oh my god, no. So my number 1 though, I think is pretty fucking flawless. And the thing was, I actually had an experience of going there during COVID.
Oh.
It's a real world that
Snowpiercer land?
Not quite Snowpiercer. No, it was a game that I've. A lot of people are hardcore gamers. Marcus, we talked about how we're not gamers, like per the classic, definition of it.
Yeah, the average chatter would kick our ass in Tekken. Yes.
Right. In our chat,
Yes.
I can hang in Tekken.
There's literally a person called Gamer Introvert Power right now.
Okay, maybe they might beat me there. But no, my game that I put 100 hours into this game over the course of COVID, and it's because when the world was dour and everything was scary, I was like, nope, I don't want any part. I'm out. And luckily, I have a friend named Martin Thomas, Cat Daddy himself. I was like, hey man, I want to play Nintendo Switch, and he's like, oh, you can borrow mine. I said, sure. So I took it for months at a time, like 2 years. I took his.
Did you ever even give it back?
I did give it back finally at Brian's party.
Oh,
but
damn, that was like 3 months ago.
right, it might have been another party at that same place, but I did give it back to him. Might have been Crawfish. But that being said, he let me borrow a Switch, and I bought this newfangled game I'd never played 1 minute of until then. My number one's Animal Crossing. Dude,
I knew it was gonna be on there
how did you know?
because you played the shit out of it.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
cheated.
yeah. I played the fuck out of Animal Crossing, and I was trying to think: is there a downside to the Animal Crossing world?
And not to the one that you've played.
Not to this one. What about the other ones?
Yes,
What's wrong with the other ones?
you live in debt.
Like constantly? Like you can't
It's
pay
the
it
game
off?
of life, but negative. Is that what's
Yeah.
going on?
Like it's so this one had a better ways to earn money.
Yes.
And it was much easier and faster to pay off the debt.
Okay.
In one, you are beholden to that fucking raccoon and Mr. Rossetti.
Did they have interest or something in the first ones?
No, it's just a massive amount of debt.
It did give you an island.
That's true.
Tarantulas only go for so much, man.
Because in this one,
And then you couldn't really cheat in the first. You could, but then you would have to suffer through Mr. Rossetti's spiel that went on for like 10 goddamn minutes. The more you cheated, the more he spoke.
right? Because that was if you time travel on GameCube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, in this one, I was like, okay, so you do have to pay off the debt for the island.
Yeah.
And he gives you your campsite, and you're like, okay, cool. Kick out my campsite, I'm fine. And they go, oh, don't worry, you just do a couple errands and it's paid off. You're good. But if you want to buy a house, first of all, home ownership, fucking great, and no interest loan that I can pay off at any time. I have a fully explorable island adventure. If I eat an apple, I'm strong enough to uproot a fucking tree and replant it somewhere. A tree grows in like 6 days, so I'm never gonna go without food. I can catch fish. The expansion pack. There's a library. There's a cafe. There's easy flights in and out to different places. All I got to do is do certain activities. And you're like, yeah, here's some Nook tokens. Here's some Nook tickets. Here you go. Go on a free adventure. I could go to my friends' islands. You guys all have islands of yourself that you're paying off debts. Go have parties, do photo ops. Dude, there is literally not a downside to fucking a real life Animal Crossing world.
No, not at all. As long as it's not JJ's like debt thing.
Yeah, New Horizons. I'm not doing New Frontier, whatever the fuck it was called.
It was just called Animal Crossing.
It's like Animal Crossing.
I think Rakeen was like Castlevania universe. You're crazy.
The Castlevania universe? No.
Goliath saying like Last Airbender is pretty cool because he's right. Like as an average person, you still are a fire or earthbender.
No, not everyone gets bending.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The brother doesn't have bending.
But he does bend. He bends fire, doesn't he?
No. Like,
I haven't seen the show in a while.
Katara's brother.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just a
doesn't-
dude.
Sokka doesn't have bending.
But I thought they were just banned, like from using the waterbenders were like banned from doing stuff.
No.
No? Oh
No.
He just doesn't have it. He can't do it.
Oh, okay. Is that? I don't know.
It's downside, no fingers. Shit. No, but no. Look at if everything kind of absorbs into my claw, like whoop. There you go. I'm good. Pen. Whoop. It's in my fist bulb.
Disappointed anymore. I always saw it once.
Which one?
I'll tell you this
Avatar.
much.
Oh, Avatar. Yeah,
All right, so I'm gonna give you another benefit to the Animal Crossing.
versus the other evil one.
Yeah, a benefit, a huge plus. Moving a couch, easy as fuck.
Was it terrible in the other ones?
No.
In real life, it's terrible to move.
In
your
real
couch.
life, it's terrible. In Animal Crossing, it turns into a leaf.
Right. Yeah. First of all, I got cell phone coverage, first of all, but then if I get trapped anywhere, I can be like, help, and then there's a chopper to come save me. But I've always said that in the Dragon Ball Z universe, I always wanted to. I think one of the jobs or like one of the real life technologies I wanted was Capsule Corp.
Yeah.
Like I wanted the Capsule Corp. I always loved that concept where it's like, car.
I forgot what CincountDown was.
Yeah,
It's like
but I
what
like
we
that.
check.
I have the equivalent of that as Leafs. It's like, and then it's like a fucking car. They have mechs in here. They have all sorts of cool things. Only 4 fruits downside. But you can grow vegetables, it looks like, in the new versions. I haven't updated that far. I like jumping in, but I don't really follow up. There's a dog that plays guitar every so often. You can go
KK Slider.
invite friends and stuff. Like, this is such a peaceful world to live in. And the raccoons are your friends. I think I want to live, and I would totally live in the Animal Crossing universe, New Horizons, because I don't want a gopher to yell at me for paying debt or cheating and time travel. But I wouldn't be able to time travel.
Can we
I could also
eat
do turnips.
the animals in Animal Crossing if we go homeless? You made it dark.
But you always have a home. That's the thing. They don't take away the home, and the home doesn't like depreciate or it doesn't dissolve. You get roaches sometimes, but you just got to stomp them out and you're good to go.
Like real life.
Exactly. So yeah, my number one, Animal Crossing.
Not that easy in real life.
Yeah, cockroaches. They walk around and they make little noises and stuff. Oh, you might get stung by a wasp every so often, and if you get stung twice, you get fucking pass out.
And a spider.
And a spider. But the sharks don't attack you, which is nice. So my number one, Animal Crossing. I'm living there forever. JJ, what's your number one?
So my number one, this isn't really my number one because I wanted the number one to be the Orville. It just kind of shook out that way.
Okay.
Because this is the bad future.
Also, shout out to Raving Bob. Raving Bob just joined the chat. First time chatter. What's up?
Cool. So the bad future that I would want to be just like a normal ass dude in is Fallout.
What?
Yeah. In Fallout, just being a normal ass dude is already a plus. You're not a nuke zombie.
Okay.
Also, there's nothing special about the Vault Dwellers. Like all the protags in Fallout, they have vault assisted targeting.
Right.
But you can waste them with just regular ass aim.
Right. Now, which world in particular? Like New Vegas, or which, I guess, area? Because there's like New Vegas, there's 76, there's Fallout 4 world. So, like, do you have one in particular that you want to go to?
Probably New Vegas.
Because New Vegas, people love that game.
New Vegas has the more interesting, like, choices and storylines that you can follow. If you were to, like, just see, like, a flow chart of, like, the different pathways you can take with just like the main stories, it's crazy. Like, it's this insane tree.
Really?
Whereas with like the other ones, it's kind of a little more basic. Like,
right.
Ultimately, you end up here no matter what.
I played 4 and I got bored with it because there's too big. Like the leveling on some of the monsters, they just got so big and I just kept getting fucking destroyed. So
I didn't like 4 because they forced me to start like Animal Crossing stuff.
Oh, homestead stuff. Yeah, I didn't want to
do that.
What's funny is that's why I turned off Red Dead. I know Red Dead gets great. I know.
Damn it, I guess so. Man, Red Dead was one of the options, but I was like, it's just the Wild West. I'd be a barber. I hope.
Yeah, you'd be like
Yeah, and especially in New Vegas, the protag is not even a vault dweller. He's just a dude.
Oh. So would you want to go do adventure things like this, or would you just want to be a dude?
I would just want to be a dude. I mean, I might be interesting enough that the protag, be it a vault dweller, be it the sole survivor, be it the courier, they might find me interesting enough to be like, hey, I likes you. I want you to come along on my adventures. So you
want to get whisked away to your call to
action.
If
I get whisked away into action, I might get hurt in the modern ones, but I won't die. Vault Dweller will pick me back up.
Oh, because the sidekicks not like ever get knocked?
They get knocked, but in the modern ones, they don't really die.
Oh,
in the old ones, they do die.
Oh, that's JJ. I hope that you get picked up by a protagonist buddy, and so you can go on adventures as well.
What if you run into Death Claws, like Hex Texan is saying?
I mean, we all got to go sometime, right?
Jesus Christ! Hey, so you're living a life of danger in all the worlds you're in. You're just trying to fuck space aliens and elves and perhaps.
I mean, Metabots was pretty safe.
Huh?
Metabots was pretty safe.
Yeah, Metabots was fine. I don't want to bang a Metabot.
I was gonna ask. I was like, is there a Metabot?
There's definitely female Metabots, but yeah.
No, but Metabots, they're not children.
What?
The Metabots.
No.
Okay.
No, they're not.
See?
Technically, no.
See?
So nobody wants to go to Def Jam.
Never. Huh?
No, Goliath's like
the Def Jam universe, like the fighting game one.
Yeah. Technically,
it's our world, but instead of Snoop Dogg being a fantastic musical artist, he's a mafia boss. With hands.
He doesn't even do music in the game. He's just a mafia boss. Oh shit, that's pretty fucking crazy. Well, at the end, we'll just spout off some other universes that might be crazy, but we'll round it out with Marcos. and you're number 1.
It's funny that you bring up the Def Jam universe because that is exactly kind of like what my number 1 is kind of thing. Because it's more broier regular universe, and it's Letterkenny. Letterkenny is a really cool bro universe. Everyone is whimsical and talks really really funny.
Right.
Everything can be solved by fighting. And
What?
yeah, it's like, hey man, like
That's the same in my universe in Fallout. I don't know.
but and Letterkenny, you become friends after you fight, and you have a beer together.
I can be if I pick the right perk, I can befriend
If
the
you
Yagwai.
pick the right perk, everyone in Letterkenny, after they lose to the main character, just ends up in his crew.
So you just want to collect friends by fighting?
I mean, yeah, that's what he does. But I probably wouldn't be. Well, you're the average person. I wouldn't be the strongest person in Letterkenny. I'd just be someone that loses to him, and then I end up.
But that's not a power level thing in Letterkenny, is it? It's not.
There's
It's
no
not a
power
show
level.
about fighting.
There's no. You just. It's a show about working on the farm, and then. But they never work on the farm though. Like they literally are just chilling on the stand, drinking all the time, and then it's like, I want to challenge you to be the toughest guy in Letterkenny, and then you lose, and then you just go to Maldine's and drink. It's basically Valhalla.
You could have just said Valhalla.
Except it's in Canada. Nah, you got to die to go to Valhalla.
Yeah,
you don't.
battle.
You have to die in battle. In Letterkenny, you just drive up to the stand and it's like, "Hey, bro, you're the toughest guy in Letterkenny. All right, let's fight."
I'm sure they make friends other ways.
I mean,
I'm sure the sister does.
Yeah, the sister probably sleeps with half of Letterkenny, so there's that.
So you
the
want-
average person in Letterkenny has slept with the sister.
So is Letterkenny a town?
Yes.
Okay. And so you just want to be in the town and then just be in proximity with all these characters.
Yeah.
Worst thing happens, you get your ass kicked once.
Yeah. You get your ass kicked. He picks you up and then gives you a puppers.
And you get to go to a super soft birthday party.
What's a super soft birthday party?
I mean, if you Google it, I'm sure you'll get a picture of it. So there's his best friend is called Derry.
Uh-huh.
And so they grew up in a really religious place where they couldn't have birthday parties, kind of like TJ. So now to make it up, even though Derry doesn't want to have it, they have.
I think TJ was allowed to have birthdays.
No, he was not. He was a Jehovah's Witness.
I thought they don't do major holidays. I thought they did birthdays.
They don't do
They
birthdays.
also don't do birthdays.
Oh shit! Well,
Why do you think he goes all out for his birthdays now?
Oh,
So he basically has his version of the super soft birthday party.
why is it super soft?
Because it's childlike wonder that they missed out on. So they didn't get to have normal birthday parties. So even though it's the main character, not the main character, it's the dude in the middle, Derry's birthday of that image, and he's like, "I'm having kind of a terrible time." It's like, "Well, shut up. This is for us," kind of thing.
You guys want to come to a super soft birthday party?
He literally fights a dude. That dude loses, and then he's like, "Hey, bro, now that you lost, do you want to come to a super soft birthday party?" And they're friends.
Oh, so fighting does happen a lot in this universe. Though.
Yes.
He's Irish, right?
No.
He's Canadian.
Canadian. Oh,
Yo,
I
the
thought-
show is set in Canada.
Oh, I didn't know where Letterkenny was. I thought it was Irish.
No, it's just
I couldn't place their accent. Accents.
they talk like normal people, just whimsical.
And yeah, that whimsical part, the way their cadence is weird. I haven't
Yeah.
ever figured it out. What are they saying in there? You can get picked up by Shorzy if you want to be a hockey player. Oh, that's right. That's the expanded universe.
Yeah, but Shorzy is a dick. Like he's actually probably like the town bully. Actually,
Well, I don't want that for you, but I do want to go in the chat real quick. Dragon Booster. What's Dragon Booster?
I don't know that
universe. Chobits, Thundercats universe. Thundercats universe would be terrifying. Unless
Isn't there
you're a
only
cat.
like 30 people alive in that universe?
that we see. I don't know who else lives in the G.I. Joe universe. Would be. Yeah, what are some of the shittier universes, just real quick? Because
the
like
MCU, the DCU, the Snyderverse.
Snyderverse is just sepia tone, just all the way up. But Dragon Ball would be awful. Like some people would consider Dragon Ball, but like
Yeah, Dragon Ball is like, it just depends on 5 dudes if they can save the world.
Right, but then like a cataclysmic event could happen, like a tournament could have a bunch of dudes just exploded.
But you don't even know about the tournament.
No, the Cell's turn. No.
Oh, I thought you meant the universe tournament arc, where it's just like, all right, like you're just working at your convenience store.
I only made it to Buu Saga, so when Vegeta went Majin Buu and blew up half the stadium, that was fucking raw as fuck. That scared the fuck out of me when I was a kid. But then like the Cell games were actually televised, right?
Well, it blew up in the first fight.
Okay, but there was awareness that there was a guy named Cell looking to kill everybody.
Yes.
So
he took over a broadcast.
yeah, that's fucking terrifying.
And our Lord and Savior Hercule Satan saved us.
That's right. All praise Hercules hate.
Attack on Titan would actually be the worst, maybe. Like, that's a good point.
I thought you might have said Adventure Time.
Adventure Time would be kind of fun, but it's just like if you're an everyman, you're probably
Like made of like cloth or something. I don't know. They're very whimsical there.
So humans exist in Adventure Time, but they're just all localized to an island. They get protected. So
Oh.
you're just like an average dude.
Can you escape the island?
No.
So how did Finn escape?
He that's a whole arc that gets it literally is that Finn was a baby and then he was put on a raft.
Yeah, he was kind of like kidnapped.
Oh,
kind of.
Yeah.
By the way, Cornholio Play-Doh is first time chatter. Welcome, Cornholio Play-Doh. It's a great name. We're talking about the worst. You missed the show. We did our top 5 universes we want to live in. So go ahead and go and watch that. 'Cause I bet all of them
Cyberpunk
down.
would be a bad universe.
Who?
Cyberpunk, yeah.
Cyberpunk would not be very good.
TJ's not here, but I'm pretty sure he would pick my cousin Skeeter. No, my cousin Scoot.
My cousin. Hold on. You talking about Doug?
No.
My cousin-
It's a black puppet. I forgot.
Oh, yeah, my cousin Skeeter. No, my cousin.
Yeah, it is Skeeter, isn't it?
Skeeter is the Doug character. Did I never notice that the same name?
There's no way that it's my cousin Skeeter.
It is my cousin Skeeter.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so there's Skeeter Valentine. How is it 2 Skeeters?
I never
in the
noticed that
90s. I
till
never
right now.
noticed that either. Yeah, cousin Skeeter.
One Punch would definitely suck.
Wait, so why do you think TJ would want to live with cousin Skeeter?
He talks about it all the time.
He does talk about it all the time. But he wouldn't be able to hang with Skeeter unless your cousin.
Everyone gets to hang out with him, though. He's everywhere.
No, but that would. So either in the cousin Skeeter universe, either cousin Skeeter's the only puppet, or everybody's cousin is a puppet.
I don't know.
But then again, would you be a puppet if you were someone's cousin?
No, because the chance of you being a puppet is 1 out of 9. You're
Which
not
one
the
of your
average.
cousins would you want to have in puppet form?
Paco. Easily Paco.
Paco's been on our show before. Go find that episode. Paco's a jolly man.
Somebody said something interesting. I forgot what it
Goblin
was.
Slayer universe would be the worst.
Goblin Slayer would be
Which one's
really bad.
Goblin Slayer?
Well, the first episode has a grape.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I don't want to.
They definitely
those
they like
goblins.
kidnap women and then grape them and then they put them like as like human shields.
Oh my god! Okay, let's not do that. WWE universe.
I don't know.
That's just
you can beat up your boss at the very least.
So yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's also just the fans. That's literally what they call the fans.
Okay, so
Animorphs would be trash. Yeah, for sure.
Animorphs.
Yeah.
Let's see here. His burps collapsed buildings. Who is that? Let's see here. Detective Conan universe.
Oh, that was cousin Skeeter. He had powerful burps.
Oh my god! If you were in Cars, would you be a car or the only human?
There's no. Yeah, you would be a car.
You'd be a car.
You'd be an average car.
Cars. Any Disney movie seems pretty whimsical.
No.
How about the Three Caballeros? Where
I mean, that would be fine.
Where the three
but
birds
like,
are
let's
real.
go through the Disney. Like, if you are like starting with the old ones, if you're Sleeping Beauty, like that means there's a dragon, powerful witches in that universe.
Yep.
If you're,
Dwarves, even.
yes.
Let's see here.
Snow White also means dark magic exists.
Maleficent exists.
The Little Mermaid, dark magic still exists.
Dark magic still exists, and become giant sea monsters.
Yeah.
Mermaids also exist, which is kind of well, they're not like the creepy.
You don't really get to
mermaids.
interact with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prince Philip did, so they do exist and they can interact. They just very rarely
Yeah,
do.
but that's one person that got to interact with them.
Beauty and the Beast and actual curses exist.
yeah, that's
Again, black magic.
Lilo and Stitch, aliens
And-
exist.
In Beauty and the Beast, if you were overprotective and worried about some girl that was kidnapped from your town, you would become the bad guy.
That's true. What are you worried about? Get that fucker inside the cage.
so you would probably get your ass kicked. Like we would probably get our ass kicked. But there is a leveling up system. So for that, I would. It didn't make my list because I'm an everyman and I would get my ass kicked. But I wouldn't mind living in the Scott Pilgrim universe.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a logical upward progression. See,
Yeah.
those are the universes that are the best because you can be a normal person and then can grind and upgrade. This is why
Yeah.
I pick Fast and Furious because it's like, it's not that I'm ever going to be The Rock. It's just that like, because I'm not The Rock now, but if my capacity is on the way there, I can like fall through a roof. I'm okay with that. I'll take that.
You don't even like to drive fast.
But I could. I'd be more safe. I'd be more safe because I don't think any of the protagonist ever died from a
Car crash?
in the movie ever died from a car crash.
I know why you paused.
Yeah, I
but
know.
yeah.
Rest in
But
peace,
yeah.
Sanjeev and Paul Walker. No, because in the movie,
The Nightmare on Elm Street universe would be the worst. You can actually die in your dreams and die in
But those are
horrible
mostly
ways.
teenagers and fornicators.
And so long as you don't live on Elm Street, I think you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
I mean, unless
Any Elm Street, though, coincidentally enough.
But Jason also lives in that universe, so he could cross over and start moitering at any point.
Yeah, no, you don't want to be in any fucking horror universe, really. If you had to choose one, I bet you there's a safe
maybe
one.
the Cabin in the Woods universe.
Is that one of the women's
There's a
cool?
lot of ways to die in Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
but I wouldn't be the one in the woods or in the cabin.
Lion King would be trash if you turn into any prey animal. That's fair.
And they are more common, so
Right.
that's what we'd be.
Yeah, we'd be one of the elk. Fuck. No, I'm just trying to think of any of the common ones that people would pick, just so we can dispel them. Because like all the Dragon Ball Z, Superman.
I still think, and this was an argument we had that being an average teenager that joins the Foot Clan isn't bad.
Look, man, you have to be in New York. Yeah, you get to do dude. That's like one of my dreams is to like go to a place that's similar to.
You train all the time, and then you play video games. What's the downside?
You get
outside of losing a fight to turtles all the time.
You get beat up by your peers, and you're smoking cigarettes at 12.
I mean,
yeah.
That's
strong
normal.
ninjas.
You get throat cancer early if you're smoking as a teenager.
Well, then smoking was more accepted. Now you can't even buy cigarettes until you're 21.
They're vaping though. You know that in the modern universe of the Foot Clan, they were vaping like they're smoking fat clouds.
Oh, now they're probably vaping mutagen, so you'd get it.
So technically, mutagen would exist, and if you have to join the Foot Clan, and then or break into TGRI.
Fuck, you would still
Shark
be an everyman,
Tale?
so it doesn't work. But Goliath said rocket power.
Rocket Power is just Southern California.
Well,
Ocean Shores
doesn't exactly work because you would be an everyman, so you're not the hero,
right? Yeah.
But like the Tony Hawk universe wouldn't be that bad because it's just kind of like if I'm pretty decent at skateboarding, I get to hang out with Bam Margera and Tony Hawk.
But if you're not good at skateboarding, or you'll say you're not a skateboarder in that universe, Bam Margera is spray painting you all the time.
Right? Yeah, but at least everything in your city is skatable.
This is true. Why wouldn't you be a skateboarder at that point?
It almost made my list for that reason alone.
That everything is every surface is skatable in
Every
Tony
single
Hawk.
thing is skatable. Like
It's like in the Assassin's Creed universe, everything's climbable.
The Shrek universe seems really horrifying after the Puss in Boots movie. So,
you finally saw it?
No, I've just seen enough clips that I'm like, well, there's literally death. Just
Right, he's a wolf. Fucking everybody. Rugrats universe,
it's just our world.
That's just our world.
But
if you want to be a baby with cognizance, that's okay. Maybe.
I mean, I think technically the babies are smarter, and look who's talking. That's an old reference.
Yeah. Ghostbusters wouldn't be fun.
Again, just comes down to 8 people.
Yeah, Transformers wouldn't be fun.
I wouldn't have a double fruit power.
Yeah.
I could train.
Invaders Zim universe? Fuck no.
No.
Scooby-Doo, just the Hex Girls.
Oh,
Somebody did say Scooby-Doo, where all the ghosts are real, but all the crimes are solved by teenagers in a van.
right.
So that's true.
The Scoob universe, the movie that
Capital
they canceled,
Scoob, yeah.
yeah, that one would be cool because all the Hanna-Barbera characters exist.
Did they make cameos in there or what?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember seeing Captain Falcon in it.
Blue Falcon.
Blue Falcon.
Blue
Sure.
Falcon. Captain Caveman shows up. Like it's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Penelope Pitstop, I think.
Animaniacs, like the Warner Brothers lot.
That'd be horrifying.
Why?
I think a lot of people die that and they die with the Animaniacs laughing at you.
That's true. yeah, I think Looney Tunes might be off the rails. But you know what, folks? If there's any universe that you want to live in, let us know down in the comments. Leave a like, a subscribe, and all those things. You made it to the end. Congratulations. I love you. But yeah, what are we doing next week? We got the NFL divisional
TJ said he's
recap.
doing a Blackcellence.
And we are starting the Black Excellence series early here at the Mexcellence. TJ's gone for like 2 of the weeks during Black History Month because he wanted to do a takeover. But after the second week of February, there's no more commitment to Excellence. There might be one more a couple weeks after.
I think so.
recap.
So next week we will be down to 2 games.
Yep.
And then after that, I don't think we have another one. No, yeah, we won't have another one because after that we'll be down to 2 teams, and we do that show the day of the Super Bowl.
And there's a skip, right? Because there's the Pro Bowl week and then the NFL.
Yeah, we ain't talking about the skills thing.
You guys talk about the skills all the time. I'm kidding,
Yeah.
So we're almost done with the football season, so we're gonna get more Black Excellence in here. Gonna get more of the other shows back in the rotation, but be sure to watch the epic conclusion of the last 2 or 3 episodes of the Commitment to Excellence because that show is wonderful. And we'll also leverage into other elements of sports, perhaps wrestling, perhaps basketball.
Do you want to keep the commitment to wrestling?
That might be
Commitment to
smart.
excellence. Okay,
That might be. Oh, well, who knows? Who knows? We'll figure it out. We're just keeping things rolling over here. And so that said, folks, be sure to follow us on all the social medias. Follow me at the Mexcellence in all forms of mention. JL Marco 62, Super Side JJ. All of us. It's time for us to go, though. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. And we'll see you all next time. Look at Marcos is waving by, and JJ's waving by, and now I'm about to wave bye. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. And we're working on the Discord. The Discord will come soon. I think I already have it, but I got to figure more things out. Discord, all of it's coming soon. I'm working really hard. New animations, new shows, all that stuff. Okay, bye.